I forgot about that. But we got swiftly reminded that they don't like magic. They were also beating up a wizard on the left-hand side. That
Yeah.
guy's dead now. Um, there was also about 22 guards. Feels like a 22. Um, so we started beating the shit out of the guards after we. I believe it was. I almost just said it like what was his name? Ah yes, biweekly pickled surprise.
Eddard.
Eddard. Yes. After Eddard technically started the encounter.
Hmm.
I mean, the
I
encounter's
think we all
probably
just
gonna
kind
happen.
of did. We all got used by
Encounter's
indecision.
We all
A
got the
fight was
signal that shit was
coming.
going down.
A fight
Wait,
commenced.
The
Yeah.
encounter is going to happen anyway. He just was the one who said, "Yeah, we're going to start."
He went over there, threw down a light wall so we wouldn't get shot to shit immediately.
Yeah. Besides, we were just looking at them like, they want to take our shiny stuff. Fuck you. So yeah, we committed violence after a whole bunch of stuff. I just realized Faye would have probably just like not lied to their face. She would have just told them like, yes, I'm carrying a lot of magical items. Alright, good thing it didn't happen.
Alrighty, yeah, that's pretty much everything that happened. You guys met Vega. You had additional discussions with the members of the Remnant, and
Yeah, the
check my
tree.
notes here. Journeyed south. There was a brief encounter with polar bears that was diffused by your druid, and then you encountered a less easily diffusable situation where some interesting individuals questioned you in ways that were hard to lie to or answer sideways, leading to a fight, which is where we find ourselves mid-fight. Everybody remembers what they're concentrating on. I had you all post it in the chat up there, and I will be playing Edelwyn unless anyone would like to take her specifically. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, then we'll jump. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
Alrighty, then we'll jump right back in. Erlong, I believe it is your turn. If I remember correctly, you are flying on your
Yes.
broom.
45 feet up. That's why I marked it.
Good stuff. Oh yeah, half the party has flying brooms now.
Yeah.
I think everyone but me, I think. Or at least everyone has access to flying but me.
Mm-hmm. I think that was what it
Which
was.
is
Yeah.
fine. Which is fine.
Yeah, I don't have a broom. I just have wild shape.
You're just a druid. You're fine.
Mr. Erlong, there are quite a few knights chasing after you.
Yeah, they've tried shooting me repeatedly. I've tried just leaving. So, out of spite, I'm gonna have to cast Blight on this motherfucker because it feels
Oh
right.
goodness. Okay.
Good night.
Alright, one Constitution saving throw for this guy. That is a natural 20. So that is 15 plus 3 is 18 damage.
Forgot
You
that
with
he's a plant person, so he makes the roll with
You're
disadvantage.
so right. Yeah, his mask falls off and he's actually a twig blight underneath. You
my
wither this man, and
God.
as he's running after you, watch both of his ankles roll and snap like dry wood as he falls onto his hands and knees and tries to pull himself up as he screams in pain. You can see that his legs are basically completely desiccated. This man is on single digits.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, and then a broom of flying in there. I think that's 50 feet.
Yes,
Yes.
if I remember correctly.
Alright.
That was only
Directed
a week
for-
away from retirement.
What a shame.
That is me.
Alrighty, this guy, who is also barely alive, is going to attempt to shank Edelwin in the back with his greatsword twice at advantage for double nines, which will miss as she dodges out of the way, and a 19, which is going to hit for 9 slashing damage. Edelwin is
Oh, well, I'll get you
concentrating
next.
on hypnotic pattern and does not have Warcaster, so that's a normal Constitution saving throw. For a 4.
Ooh.
That is going to go away, causing these two guys down here to wake back up and turn and look at Eddard, who is in the midst of slaughtering their comrades. This guy is also engaged with both Edelwin and Brickus, but deems Brickus a bigger threat.
I'm a coward.
Brickus, I don't believe you were recklessly attacking last turn because you have advantage and stuff going on. So I'm gonna say
I've been flanking and I've been eating a bunch of paralyzed folks for the last few bits.
Yeah.
So I don't believe I was recklessly attacking.
All right, so that is a 7, which will miss, and an 18 to hit as he chops once, but the vines are struggling against him, and he cuts through them and chops down again as hard as he can.
And 18 will just hit, unfortunately.
All right, that's going to be 10 slashing, halved to 5 for you.
Okay.
We're wearing him down! Get him! Fanta, you are in a tree. Currently, only one person can see you, and you are not hidden.
Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and... I'm gonna go ahead and realize, like, look outside the tree for a second. Alright. I see outside the tree.
Brickus.
There are bees out? I feel like somebody's trying to sting me.
There are no bees on Typhon.
Alright, let's go ahead.
Oh.
That's kind of disappointing.
Which is going to be Fanta.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have fun. Nope, I don't. Right, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and look at him. Pull out. Wait, no, I don't have a short sword, do I? No, I do. I still have one more. Pull out the short sword. Look at the guy climbing, and normal attack.
You are 30 feet above him.
Oh. In that case,
And
I
you
don't
already
do
have
that.
and you have already moved 10 feet.
Alright.
You could drop your short sword at him. I would allow you to do that, but that would be a different kind of attack.
Yeah, in that case, I will instead just shoot him. Because that seems like a lot more better choice of...
Magic crossbow. Patang. Oh, a crit fail is going to miss. To make this guy feel really cool, he actually catches it out of the air as it flies down towards him. He goes, I'm gonna get you!
Can he reach that high?
I kind of...
It's very hard to say. He does have a heavy crossbow that he's been trying to shoot you with. It's not been super successful. Huh?
You should kind of keep that guy alive just so one day he can be like, one of these days, I caught an arrow with my bare hands. Just make him feel good about himself.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Like...
Any further movement or a bonus action that you would like to do?
Bonus action, fly on top, fly over here and hide from the guy inside the tree.
Sure. Give me a stealth check.
All right. As well as being like in a slightly unexpected area, so maybe I could just also hide from the guys over here. Is it too
You could
bright?
try and hide. Well,
Yeah.
they each are independent people that will roll differently to determine. Okay.
All
You are
right.
14 stealthy. That is a harsh pair of your initial 3 rolls. I'm very sorry. A nat 1, a 10, a nat 1, and a... That's 2 2s and 2 nat 1s is your first 4 rolls. Goodness gracious.
We're just warming up. We're just getting into the groove of things.
Yeah, I could get
This-
a third nat one.
I have this guy marked as blinded. Does anyone remember what that was from?
The Was that the
This guy?
laser wall?
Yes, the
Maybe.
wall of light that was casted in. So he is going to stagger in this direction, past his buddies. Point me at him, and they kind of they go fucking east, up, 40 feet up, and he'll try and shoot at. I'm gonna say this guy has double disadvantage just because it's fun. That's a 10.
Yeah.
An arrow, a crossbow bolt flies past along nowhere close. What is the save for the wall of light? He gets to make a save at the end of his turn, I believe.
Oh, the say he's still blinded, isn't he?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
16. Con save? Okay. These guys are good at that. Con save. That's a 17.
There you go.
He is able to scrub the spots from his eyes and no longer be blinded. So we'll go to this guy, Tree Man. He
Man.
has a passive perception of 10, so he does not immediately see you. He's going to step out of the tree and say, "Where'd the fairy go?" And everybody shrugs. 'Cause nobody fucking knows.
And nobody knew there was a fairy.
He's gonna shoot at. Yeah, exactly. Nobody else knew that there was a fairy except him. So he's gonna shoot a crossbow bolt at Erlong. That's an 18 to hit the flying wizard.
Shield.
Shield. How many of those you got left, big dog?
I'm dipping into second slots, baby.
Oh my. Alright, this guy is paralyzed, so we'll go to Edelwin. Edelwin. I know you want me to stay, Brickus, but I don't like being flanked.
No, get the fuck out of here. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Fuck. I got him.
Stab. Wow, a 23 will actually stab.
Oh.
And we'll throw a Psychic Blades on that. The guy between the two of you for 15 piercing and psychic, which will actually kill him as she slices across his arm and he grabs it, and then his eyes explode in his head and he drops to the ground.
Give
She'll
her a thumbs up. Good work. Get the
Pivot.
fuck out of here.
to here around this guy, and then Misty Step 30 feet straight north and run her last 15 feet to get as much distance as possible as this guy goes, "Hey, wait! Brickus, it's your turn. Unleash hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, guess it's all just you and me now. I'm gonna go ahead and start recklessly attacking.
Dangerous.
Does any of these people look particularly more wounded than the others?
The guy to the south looks much more wounded than the guy next to you. This guy at the top is the most wounded out of anybody in the whole fight.
Alright, well, let's take care of him first without moving. I'm gonna use my reach
Wah.
plus bugbear shit to hit him twice.
Let's do the first one first. 22 is definitely gonna hit. What does that look like, Brickus? This
19?
guy had 1 HP.
I do the line of like, oh, just you and me, boys, and without even turning away from these two, I fucking whip my arm full length, grabbing the end of the halberd just to skewer this guy and throw him away, and still keep my eyes on the two guys in front of me.
Hell yeah.
And then I will attack the guy. You said the south guy looked also
Mhm.
next hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and I will do my next hit on him.
25 is definitely gonna hit right through the
For
armor like
17.
a fucking tin can. 17 takes this bloodied guy and puts him very, very hurt. He does not look like he could take another one of those. You stab him with 2 of the 3 tines.
So close yet so far.
God.
I mean, no bonus. Oh, don't worry. I'll try and make it quick next time. I believe I do not have any bonus actions, so that will be it for me, unfortunately.
Okay, these knights have been trying to find Fayetta the whole time. They heard this guy say that she's not in the tree anymore, so they're gonna come around. Actually, no, I lied. This guy's gonna go this way around.
Why don't you help your buddies out? They're gonna need it. I'll yell over to them.
With a 12, he cannot find Fayetta, so he's gonna shoot his crossbow at Brickus for a natural 20. That is going to
I'll be
be
negated.
10
because of
piercing.
adamantine.
Oh, it'll be 2 piercing, halved to 1.
Ever since we gave him that fucking armor, he's been untouchable.
You call that crossbow bolt?
This guy runs around with an 18. He says, "She's up in the tree!" and fires a crossbow at Fayetta, but a 6 is
Damn.
going to miss wildly. Now we go down to the conflict in the south, where Eddard seems to be losing himself in a bloody mess of limbs. Great sword attacks, 2 of them at Eddard, a 20 and a 21 to hit Eddard from this guy here. He chops down at you.
Both hit.
Alrighty. That is going to be 7 on the first, 7 on the second, 14 total. I'm rolling poo-poo for damage. Let's see if we can fix that. This guy is gonna run over here. He does not have advantage as he swings his greatsword twice. So a 12 will miss, and a critical failure will also miss. It's just too. There are too many thrashing bodies and heavy armor to get to you, Eddard. The chasing the wizard brigade is gonna keep coming.
No.
And fire it along. A 9 misses heartily. And though you can no longer hear, this guy is. How far did I say he was? Alright, he is 5 feet off of the map, so we'll go to 35 feet off of. Actually, yeah, 35
Guy
feet.
we're gonna
off
be
of the
chasing down on brooms like fucking some terror squad.
Okay. This guy is coming around the tree. He's firing at the wizard. A 19.
Miss.
Bounce off of the shield. And we'll go to Eddard. Eddard, your preternatural speed continues.
Was I attacking the guy on the right?
Yes, the person directly right of you hit you. The
Okay.
person below him also attacked you but did not hit.
I will continue to attack the guy on the right.
Alrighty. 22 definitely sinks in. As well as 25. 20 damage. Brutally cuts off of one of this guy's arms, and another 18 is more than enough to finish him. What does that look like?
Just a quick hack and slash, and then pivot on the balls and heels of his feet to the guy on the left. What's his max HP?
52.
And I get healed. And then I'll attack the guy on the left. Final attack.
21's gonna hit. For 16. Oh, you're using redemption for that one?
Oh,
Intentionally?
no.
Why don't you re-roll that then? He is actually able to parry that one away with a heavy clang as he gets up his
Wait.
great
Hold
sword.
on.
You watch as
Hold on.
Black Razor bites deeply into it, though, almost breaking the sword in half.
Never mind. I have the wrong channel divinity. Well, I don't have the wrong. I thought I had a different channel divinity. Alright, that's me.
Alrighty, we'll go to Cyrus, who is also concentrating on Hold Person, level 5, which was scary to see.
Yeah, there's only one person actually being held, I think, still.
Yeah.
Still
But in any
scary.
case, I'm going to use a healing word on myself.
Okay.
I'll do a second.
By the grace of Mentor,
Son of
the
a
light of
whore.
the forest.
For whatever reason, Roll20 is not cooperating. Let me reload.
Is your
Yeah, it
hardware
does that.
acceleration on? It's been a little bit slow for me today, even while I was prepping session. I was having trouble.
Well, like certain things that should populate on the sheet aren't populating. And the
Yikes.
sheet's taking a while to pop up, but worst case scenario, I can manually roll it, but
2d4 plus 4 or 5, whatever your mod is.
yeah. Okay, so let me try this again. Nope, still being stupid. So I might need to reload my computer. So I get 12, and I'll change me to Cyrus. Let's see, so that's 37 plus 12.
And then everyone within 30 feet of that gets 9 hit points.
8. My
8.
druid levels.
Okay, so Brickus, Erlong, and yourself are the only people
Yes.
within 30 feet.
I'm not even within 30.
Oh, you're right, you're 45 up. My apologies.
Yeah, so just Brickus and myself get 8 additional hit points. Excuse me, and then I will, with my main action, let's see if this works, Sacred Flame on him.
Okay, 1 dexterity save coming up.
And it's not working. It's a DC 17 dex save.
That is a 17 is what he got.
Well, poop.
I'm very sorry.
Alright, well, if you could go ahead and have him attempt to hit me or whatever he's going to do, and then I'll reload my computer.
Are you going to run away?
No, because then he's going to get an attack of opportunity, so fuck it.
Okay. Then if you're good where you are, it's not quite his turn yet. So let's go to the guy that just parried Eddard. He feels real big in his boots at the moment, as he swings at the very scary looking paladin twice with no advantage. A 14, which will miss, and then a 24, which will hit for 10 slashing. He seems dismayed as no blood comes out from you as he slashes into that black miasma that surrounds you, seeping from the sword.
Boop.
Alrighty.
Hellish Rebuke at 3rd level.
Oh! Dexterity saving throw. That's an 8 for 22 fire damage to him, which does not bloody him, but he is partially cooked in his armor. Actually smells kind of good. Except for the burnt hair smell. Cyrus, this guy chops at you twice with his greatsword. An 8, which will miss, and a critical failure, which will also miss.
Cool. Be right back.
Brickus. You recklessly attacked. So this guy is
Yep,
able
do
to
your
attack
worst.
with advantage. So that's a natural 20 and a 9. But your crit is
So-
negated, so only
Mhm.
10 slashing, halved to 5.
Alright.
Reopening the wound that was just closed by Cyrus. This guy is going to yell to the two over here, "The fuck are you doing with the tree? Get over here!" It chops at Brickus. A 9 misses, as does a 16, I believe.
That just misses, yep.
Alright, this guy, 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, is able to get to you, even with the
Yeah, you made it.
difficult terrain. Chop, chop. 14 misses, and a 20 will hit for 7 slashing,
That will
half
hit.
to 3.
Alright.
As the slog continues, this knight is going to stand on the body of his fallen ally and attempt to take down the paladin with advantage. A 10 misses, and a 22. Does that hit your AC, Eddard?
Yes.
Alrighty, he'll chop into your back for 6 slashing damage.
Sex.
Why won't you die? This guy to your south does not have advantage as he chops in, so a 13 and another crit fail will miss, bouncing with loud clangs off of your armor. Arlong, we're back at you.
It's a delicious 4th level slot. And
Last one, I think, right? Ooh. Draining the
Don't
wizard
you
dry.
me.
Draining the wizard dry.
Because the people that I'm selecting for this tasty fucking meal are the 3 surrounding Brickus.
Oh, goodness gracious! Is that
Ooh,
now?
my.
Let's think about whether or not that's necessary.
That's necessary.
Mm.
You oohed me. I'm oohing you back.
Ooh. Ooh, okay, wisdom saving throws. 1, 7, 2, 13, 3, natural 20. This guy here is gonna save, the other 2 are paralyzed.
Excellent. As I'm going to ooh the fuck behind this tree again.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
How kind. Thank you, sir.
That's awesome.
Oh, there goes.
Make a meal out of
Cyrus.
you.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
use
okay.
spells, but it's not rolling to cast them.
The macro.
I
might
found
be...
Roll20 won't let me cast attack rolls unless it's like from the attack page on the core sheet for some reason.
I don't
Yeah,
know
you-
why it's being stupid.
It has started to separate the, like, if you drag and drop it in, it builds on the spell page as a spell card, and then it puts the attack on the core page unless you go in and edit
Yeah.
the spell macro.
Yeah, no, I did. I've been dragging in and fixing shit and that kind of thing, and I don't know why today all of a sudden it decides, no, I'm not gonna work.
Some kind of update between when we last played, probably, unfortunately.
Yeah. So sorry, I'll link
You're-
the spells when I cast them, but
You are so fine. Don't even worry about it. Fayada, it's your turn. You are hidden from pretty much everybody except this dude.
Yeah, Fayeda was like looking at the guy like who the fuck was in with the tree, but he sees him get paralyzed like that's too easy. Alright.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shoot the one right next to Cyrus.
One right next to Cyrus. All right. Do you have the range to do that with a light crossbow? You should. Actually, never mind. You definitely do. It's only 45 feet. Please do so. You have advantage on this shot.
Alright. I am also going to double check something real quick. What was the effects I can do with this funny weapon?
There are quite a few.
Yeah, you just open it up again because I have Constellation. Yeah. Actually, did I get hurt at all? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use Constellation Balance.
Okay. What does that look like and what does it do?
Alright. And gun.
Uh, 26 is definitely going to hit.
Alright.
For 30 damage. Jesus Christ. More than bloodying this person as you shoot them directly in the spine. And are you
Alright.
choosing yourself or someone else to heal?
30 feet of me. Goddamn. I was thinking I could heal Cyrus, but that didn't work. Right, I'll heal myself then.
Okay.
1d8.
1d8 plus 4. For 8 healing. And that's just a charge. You don't. It's not a bonus action to do that, right? Move or bonus action on your turn.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Nope. Let me double check that. And Constellation. As a bonus action. Alright, I didn't take
Oh,
the bonus
okay.
action.
Alrighty.
Alright.
So move if you would like.
Back in the tree.
Back into the tree. Alrighty. The kill the wizard gang. Heavy crossbow, 14
Miss.
at the wizard. Miss.
Ah!
This guy is going to heed his ally, step into the writhing, thriving vines. How many turns left do we have on vines?
A lot.
5.
25. Jesus Christ. Okay. This guy's going to swing at you. He still has advantage to do so. So that's a
Yep.
23 and a
That'll hit.
a 23 and a 16, which will miss. So 6 slashing, half to 3 for you, Brickus.
All right.
This guy is paralyzed. He gets a save at the end of his turn.
16.
That's a 13. No, this one is Cyrus's. But no worries. He doesn't do jack and or shit. So we'll go to Edelwin, all the way up at the top here, and I gotta find spells for Edelwin. Fucking heckin'. Fuck heck. Let's see something. Oh, you're 30 feet up, aren't you? Fayetta.
Yep.
High or low for Edwin paying attention and being able to see you when you got into the tree again?
High.
Alright. Please roll me a d20.
Wait, why did I say high? I've been rolling low all the day. Did that roll?
It did not yet.
I just click on this button.
Alrighty, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you against a hypnotic pattern?
That's fair.
Actually, because this guy's paralyzed, there's no reason to try and get you. Well, you save anyway. Alrighty, let's do some knights. I need 4 knights to make wisdom saves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Her spell save DC is 16, so that's a fail, a success, and a fail. 2 out of 4 becoming incapacitated. Edelwin is once again concentrating on hypnotic pattern. Hey Cyrus, you got this. Bardic inspiration for you, buddy.
Oh, hooray! D8.
8, yes. Next level it becomes a D10. Brickus.
Don't mind me just changing the crit range on my trident.
No,
Click,
no. Oh.
Have fun.
Oh my god.
Who
Oh my
is
god.
that at south or?
Spend
That
all
was
fate.
at south.
I changed that to a hit.
Okay. What is that? It
You
automatically hits. It's a crit. You automatically hit against a paralyzed creature,
Good.
right? Isn't that how
No,
that?
you
No,
said
it's
they
a
beat their
crit.
AC.
It's a crit if it hits.
Oh.
I have
Yeah,
an advantage against them. It's only a
You-
crit if I hit them.
Got it. You said you changed that to a hit or long. Don't you? Do you have to be able to see?
Yeah,
Brickus?
I
Be
can
able
see
to do
Brickus.
that? Are you?
I
Do
still
you
have-
have access to
I-
somebody else's sheet?
I can still see him.
I can see his little corner there.
Probably Edelwin.
You know what? Yeah, it's probably. Let's see. It would be Edwin then.
Yeah.
I can't see him then.
I am sorry.
I tried. Yeah, no, he's sheared
Yeah,
off.
fuck it. I'll use my once per day to
Okay.
re-roll that if you'll let me. Cause
Absolutely.
fuck it. There.
That'll
we
definitely hit. Please describe what
Or the
that
guy
looks
below.
like.
Just fucking knock him on his ass, skewer him on the ground with a trident, and then I turn on his other paralyzed friend.
Yeah, once again, Wave blows him into pieces with the force and necrotic damage that explodes out from it. 20 is definitely going to hit. This guy immediately takes 26 damage from the effect. An additional 16 plus 8 is 24.
Yep.
Leaving him very, very close to death with that attack.
Close but no cigar. Alright. That'll be me as I keep on roaring and trying to goad his buddies to try to tackle me. To draw
Alrighty.
attention on
He's
myself.
vaporizing them all. He's a monster.
That time I did not recklessly attack.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you for noting that.
Mhm.
This guy. I'm gonna have to see how smart he is. That's a natural 20 on smart. Okay, he's gonna run over to here and slap the guy next to him on the back of his head as hard as he can to awaken him from his hypnotic trance. And Edwin goes, "Come on!" But that is his action to do so.
What did the man do?
This guy was part of the group that was trying to catch Fayetta, so he's gonna come over into the tree. Found you!
God damn
A
it.
19, heavy crossbow fired up towards you, Fayetta. For
That'll
a
hit.
big 1, massive 1 piercing damage as you nick your toe.
Wow.
I need those shoes.
Clearly
Alright.
after the Necronomicon with that.
Eddard, a 6 and a 15 will both bounce off of your armor from this guy to the southeast of you. And we scroll back up. We're over here. This guy. Eeny, meeny, miny, wizard. Wizard! A 12 will miss the wizard.
Go home! You have a family!
This guy is fucking running. This old ass man is running.
God damn it. Someone needs to
This
go
guy's
chase him down.
incapacitated. Hypnotic pattern, you don't get a save on your turn. Eddard! There are 4 people surrounding you. One of them is pretty hurt by fire. One of them's a little bit nicked to your south. The other 2 are unhurt.
Gonna hit the guy on the left.
Has he had a turn since you parry? Yes, he has. So he's gonna parry again. Increasing his AC by 2 for 1 attack. But a 22 breaks right through that. For 16 damage, which will bloody and hurt him as you bite deeply into his main sword arm with that. And third
21
attack,
more.
21. What does that look like? As you refresh your 52 HP. Or 52
Just
temp, I should say.
slicing through that blade, or what's he parrying with, his shield?
No, yeah, his greatsword. You like chunked into it before.
Yeah, just shattering the great sword with a fell swoop, and then pivoting around to the
Hell
next
yeah.
one.
Okay.
That's Eddard.
Alrighty, then we'll go back to Cyrus. Mr. Cyrusi.
Okay. Alright, so there's a lot of people around Brickus. There's these clowns. Let me check something. 10 feet wide. 10 feet tall, 30 feet long. I can only get 2 of them. Well, that one's sleeping, so that'll work. Alright.
Okay.
With my main action in the space between us, a tidal wave erupts from the ground and hits this guy and this guy.
7 and a 12, 2 failures.
So 19 damage.
You knock over the guy in front of you and nearly kill him. The second guy is crushed by the force of the water. What does that look like?
Yeah, it slams into him and then disappears, and he's knocked down, and there's a broken neck, and yeah.
Fuck yeah. Alright.
And since this guy's on the ground, it would have disadvantage if he tried to attack me. I'm gonna run.
Alrighty. He's definitely gonna try and catch your ankle with a greatsword as you run, but a crit fail is not gonna get even close.
Sure. I'll go. Or, no, I don't want to go there. Where the fuck do I want to go? Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay. Get cover behind the low bush over there. This guy. You fucking goddammit. Wizards! Stands up.
Not a wizard!
Eeny, meeny, miny. Yeah, he's coming right after you.
Half his movement to stand up.
He can't get there. With an angry sheathing of his greatsword, he unslings the heavy crossbow and tries to fire it, but an 11 whizzes over your head.
Yeah, block it with my shield.
This guy's paralyzed. He gets to save at the end of his turn, and a natural 20 saves. Erlong, you are no longer needing to concentrate on hold person.
Damn.
But that is the end of his turn to do that. This guy, as he sees his friend get back up, with renewed vigor, attacks Brickus with a 19 and a 20,
Yeah.
both of which should hit.
Both will hit.
For 9 halved to 4 and 5 halved to 2, so 6 total.
Okay.
One day I will meaningfully hurt the barbarian, but it's definitely not today.
One of these days. One of
You
these
gotta
days.
go for that emotional damage, not that physical damage.
I gotta put you up against some bards, yeah.
Anything that requires a charisma saving throw, you'll get me.
Eddard, this guy's coming at you. 24 and a 16.
A 24 will hit.
7 slashing into your newly renewed force field. This guy's to the south is gonna do the same thing. A 20 and a 10. This is also 1 hit for 8 more slashing damage. Very good that you got rid of your vulnerability. Erlong.
I was vulnerable to piercing.
Oh, piercing and bludgeoning, right. Mr. Broom.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that. I thought you were shooting at me again. I was like, he's gonna kill me. It's just the expected reaction. Let's see.
Yeah, everybody is sheeting blood except for the guys fighting Eddard, because the guys that fight Eddard die in 1 turn.
We'll fly
Little
down
5-foot
to
shimmy.
the close to the ground as we are going to be that delectable little chaos gremlin that we are so lovely.
Your froggy toes brush the earth.
Oh dear, I think I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Zout.
It's lightning! Little froggy zap. Froggy zip zap.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, 1 crit fail, 2, 4, 3, 18. However, that is enough. What does that look like? You got all 3 of them.
Oh my god.
From downtown, the Froggy G-Man comes sweeping down and a little dust and snow kicks up, and that little spark in his eye as he fucking fires down the line, blowing part of the barricade off, like, got it, Kevin!
Yeah.
Thanks,
Eddard,
Frogman.
You see this shit rip apart and ignite on fire.
That is me.
Alrighty.
Terrifying.
Stuff might be working now.
Good stuff. We'll go to Fayetta. You are 30 feet up in a tree. There's a man down below who's got your number.
Oh, that's right, Grim Harvest.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
thanks.
yeah, my sheet seems to be working now. Hooray.
Cool.
Go ahead and. That is a fuck ton of healing. Oh.
Heal.
Oh,
It's a
that's
great
the heal spell. Disregard those.
Alright. Go ahead and start shooting somebody in the face.
Okay.
Wait, wrong roll. Steady aim my shot at the guy
Alright.
below me.
That's death. Uh, 26 is definitely gonna hit. What does that look like?
Alright. 29 just like shot me in the foot and like my shoe. Shoot him in the face.
Hell yeah. Just right through the slit in his armor. He crumples. And that's you because you steady aimed. We go to this guy. The wizard's on the ground! Get him! This guy's gonna run over and attempt to shove you off of your broom. I need a contested athletics or acrobatics. You're rolling against a 20.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. Fucking... There it is. My bad. Nope.
Alrighty. You are going to fall prone in this square off of your broom. Get the frog! And he looks behind him and he realizes that no one else is with him.
You're alone.
And he's gonna try and do it himself. He's gonna try and stab into you with his greatsword, but a 12 is not able to do it as you roll on the ground.
They'll never clip me.
This guy is still fucking paralyzed, but that's a natural 20. He's saved. I'm sorry, a dirty 20.
Just in time to wake up and see all of his buddies dead.
Yeah, to see the smoking corpses of his friends. As he turns to the north looking for Cyrus and doesn't see him, not realizing that Cyrus is behind him now. I closed Edwin's sheet for some reason, foolishly.
It happens.
Oh no. No, don't do the white screen thing. Don't make me reload. Oh.
No.
Reload.
I hate when that happens.
I love to reload during a battle.
Yeah, so fun. Thankfully, I don't have a million character sheets. Everybody's the same person.
That is true. That is fair.
Edwin sheet. Pop it out. She is concentrating still on those guys. She's gonna see
the one guy.
That's true. Yes, Mr. One Man.
That one man over there who's just having the time of his life.
She's going to look down at the guy who's fighting a frog, and she's gonna say, "Hey, what's cop's favorite thing to have on a burger? Bacon."
Damn.
To attempt to save her friend. Wisdom save of a 9. This guy's going to fall prone, laughing, and incapacitated, as the other guy shakes his head and looks around. Like, what the fuck? Brickus, can you take care of that guy?
Well, one guy at a time. Working
fair.
on it.
She'll come over to here, 30 feet, and she does not have any more bardic inspirations. Are there any other? I'm not gonna search for bonus actions right now. Brickus.
Alright, I'm gonna start recklessly attacking. I'm gonna try to get the guy to my right.
Okay. We might see Brickus walk on this turn for the first time in a minute.
The first time in a minute. Gotta adjust my crit range.
Please do.
It's a 31 to hit for 17 damage rather.
Ouch. More than bloodies him with that. Could definitely not take another one of those.
You were saying? Alright.
Explodes,
Yeah.
coating you in gore as the trident in your hand sings with a vibrating hum that travels up both your arms and seems to radiate through your fur.
Alright. I know it was called out for this guy, but I feel like there are more guys chasing Cyrus, so I'm gonna run up and try to entangle that. And just run up. Yeah, I'll run up there. So I get between this man and Cyrus. Yeah, that'll do.
So you're wearing armor. Do you still get the speed boost if you're wearing
It's
armor?
heavy. I believe it's
Oh, it's
heavy
only
armor
heavy
that
armor.
I don't get
Okay.
to. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
You run over there.
barbarians can wear medium or light armor without any negative effects.
Good shit. Then that's you as you wrap this guy in vines as he goes, fuck! And that's you. This guy is fighting Eddard. It's not going well for them down here. 7 and a 10 as he's pretty demoralized, and he's actually going to break and run, because I don't think this guy's hit you yet. So if you would like to attack of opportunity, now is your chance.
Bonk.
25's definitely gonna hit.
Bonk.
420. A massive slice across his back as he's turning, but you don't bloody him as he goes around and runs. This guy is now 95 feet off of the edge of the map. And I believe his broken line of sight from everyone at this point, I'll say. Where are we? Night 9.1. Ah, the one that Edwin called out. Frog or Bard? Frog or Bard? Frog. Stab the frog on the ground. A 19 and a 17. Shield. As he's clobbering down with it, he's holding the great sword with both hands, just trying to chop into you.
You're not strong enough to kill me.
Eddard. Says you, Tiny.
Give 2 attacks of opportunity.
Alrighty. A 1 and a 2, 11 and a 17 both bounce off as you move with preternatural speed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, 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 please, no, please, mercy, mercy! As you stab him in the leg as you're running, and a 23 will also hit. What does that look like?
As he turns and falls and begs for mercy, just take a page out of Brickus's book and skewer him. And then I will go 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Due to my haste.
Like, not even to a different square, the same one. Slick with blood on every face.
My third attack, the guy on my right.
Okay, 29 definitely hits. For 20 damage. Not bloodied, but very hurt.
And I will regain my 10 HP.
Oh, yep.
And that is Eddard.
Okay, we're back at Cyrus. Your new hired protector is here to help out.
Thanks, buddy. Here's some help, and I'm going to.
These giant snakes.
God. Okay, what CR?
I would like to conjure 8 giant owls.
Uh-huh. I believe you have the giant owl stat block already. Feel free to drag them out, put them wherever you would like. Within 60 feet of yourself.
Oh my god.
I didn't realize they were this big.
They're giant! They're giant owls! You fuck. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Only 6 more to go.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
I can't see what's going on, by the way. I'm sorry.
I'll measure that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, more than close enough.
There we go. 8. Do you want me to roll initiative for them as a group?
Yes, please. Whichever one you roll initiative for, mark it with a little timer icon.
Okay. Let me get that sheet open. Apologies.
Take your time. I'm just glad I don't have to run them anymore. Oh god, they go like next. Oh no. Oh no.
And my command will be protect us, kill the enemy soldiers.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and I'll mark him.
Perfect. Okay. Are they? Do you, just out of curiosity, are they landed on the ground when you summon them, or are they flying?
They were in the air. We'll say 15 feet up each.
Okay. 15 feet up.
Because they have flyby, so they can literally come in, attack, and fly the fuck off.
Oh no. I might have to change to the ruling where the DM picks the creature, you just pick the CR. Oh my. Okay. Yep. That's.
Oh, and they have extra HP equal to. Let's see, Mighty Summoner. 2 extra hit points per hit die. And its weapons are magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances.
2 extra hit points, so they have 3 hit die, so 6 extra HP each.
Yes.
Okay, so they should all have 25 HP then. Can you start editing that for me? You don't have to edit the max, just put 25 in the green circle for me. Do you want to move or anything else before I move on?
Yes, I will. I will run down this way. 1, 2. That's me.
Alrighty. We'll go to this guy. Grimly, he's gonna reach up and take his helmet off and throw it to the ground. As he holds his great sword, you can see that he has a massive wound on his face and chest. And he's just gonna look at you, Brickus, and not say anything and attack twice.
Alright.
He is barely alive. A 17 and a 16.
The 17 will hit.
For 8 slashing, halved to 4. A perverse smile spreads across his face as he meets blood and flesh with the first strike, as if that's all he cares about anymore.
Fair enough.
And we go to the owls.
Okay. This one at the top here, we'll call him Steve. He's gonna fly
please
down
No. Not the
and
name.
attack this guy. So that is a talon attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna miss.
10 does miss.
Steve's buddy Carl is gonna attack. Or Carl's gonna flank. Get advantage.
So if they're flanking, then they're not getting out of range after with the flyby.
Oh, I guess that's true.
So let me know what you prefer.
Well, can I break up the?
You absolutely can. Just you'll just have to start marking which ones are on the ground and which ones are flying.
Okay. And then, yeah. So these two they'll attack. This one will attack with advantage. 16 hit?
16 is gonna miss. They got plate on.
All right, then they're both
Where'd
gonna
these
fly
birds
back
come
up.
from?
What the fuck?
Where's the wing? Where's the wing? There's the wing. Wing. And they'll fly. The wing will signify they're out of melee reach.
They're at least 15 feet up.
Okay, and then this one's gonna come over here, flank with Brickus, and attack with advantage. And
then move out
miss.
of the way for the other guy to attack with advantage. Fucking fuck. 22's gonna hit.
For 5.
What does that look like? He had 3 HP.
Just
my
like
God.
claws his face, because you said that guy took his helmet off, just like claw.
This guy really wanted an honorable duel to the death with Brickus, who killed all his friends, and a magical fey owl just comes and rips his face off of his body and flies away with it.
I almost feel kind of bad about that. Holy shit.
Okay. These two next, I assume.
Yes. They'll come down and flank this guy, and each attack with advantage.
Okay. 18 would hit, but he will parry the talons of that owl.
Fuck him. But they will both stay in melee range and kind of form a wall protecting Cyrus. And then so let's see, those two have gone. This one has not gone. It's gonna come over here and help Eddard. Top one, that's gonna miss.
Don't miss.
That one will hit
22 will
though.
hit.
So not the greatest, because I mean that was 2 out of 8 attacks for 5 slashing on this guy,
5 slashing.
and then they will move back up.
Okay. Are you done? Are you
I'm sorry.
No,
Beautiful.
all in jest. 100%. I'm super happy. that you're
I
doing
know I don't like using this spell because I know it really bogs things down, but
this. No, but it's good. It's fun. Like, I'm genuine. I have a huge smile on my face while I'm calling you a motherfucker. I hope you don't take it seriously.
no, I get it. But I
Okay.
can see why it's banned at certain tables.
Oh, for sure. Okay, we'll go to Eddard. Or, no, I'm sorry, not Eddard, but this guy's gonna attack Eddard at normal. But a 9 and an 18, as he's being harried by owls, are not going to hit the paladin. This guy's gonna try and get advantage to try and make it happen. 15's gonna miss, but a natural 20 will get in there for, oh my goodness, for 20 slashing. First big hit. Erlong, we're back at the top of the turn order. You are prone, but the guy who knocked you prone is cackling madly on the ground next to you.
I quickly shoot up from the ground, and I look
Alright,
at the
your
one
broom?
is not cackling on the ground. I raise a finger. The little electrical shock start.
Okay, he's got plate, so you have advantage.
Oh no!
A 17 will just miss as he's able to run out of range, knocking your hand up with his leather glove.
And then immediately after that, seeing the situation at hand, I'll use my last second level spell slot. So, gotta go. Misty Step.
Is out. All right.
Last 10.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
if you
you.
walk, you can move unimpeded in the green stuff, right?
It's true.
Yeah, it only affects my enemies.
But I just want to get over here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Fanta.
if you want to go in there to slow down anybody that might
I
chase
can't
after
wait
you.
to see.
The number of shouts and screams have reduced drastically, but there are also loud flapping sounds of some kind of great beast or horde of beasts.
I step outside. Oh, it's birds. Alright.
I like to imagine in this snow-covered tree, there's just one branch that's basically bare of snow because you've just been walking back and forth on it.
Yeah, basically. Alright. Let me see. Alright. I'm pretty sure there's like 3 guys left that I can see. So I'm just gonna see this one straight ahead.
Okay.
Does he know that I'm there?
You did not hide on your last turn. Yeah, so yes.
Could I sneak?
You can
As I
attempt to
come-
hide, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna attempt to sneak before I go ahead and leave the tree properly.
Just give me a stealth. Uh, 13, while still good, is not enough to beat this guy who is known that you were in the tree at least, if not exactly where. You've been in and out enough that most of them know that that tree is dangerous. So no advantage, but you can still shoot.
All right.
22 is definitely gonna hit.
I don't get sneak. Damn.
No, the owls are not close enough.
Yep.
11 is going to bloody this guy as you shoot. You love shooting him right in the spine, I like to think. As he screams out in pain. You've still got most of your movement left. You want to do anything else?
All right. Trying to fly out and get a better view.
Okay.
As I fly up about 15 feet. So I'll be
Another
at
15
45.
feet. Okay. All right. Is that going to be you?
Yep.
All right. This guy is Tasha's Laughter. He gets a save at the end of his turn. 16 is Edwin's spell save DC, so he will look around, and he can't stand up yet because that's at the end of his turn. But he rolls over and realizes that the frog has gotten away. Wasn't even that funny. This guy just got shot in the back by a fairy. Sees that Cyrus is guarded by birds. He looks over at Brickus, who's standing over yet another dead guy.
That Brickus didn't kill.
Yeah,
Brickus didn't even kill.
that the owls murdered. I think you see a wave of like resignation pass over him, and he's going to throw his sword to one side and his crossbow to the other, and go down on his knees and put his hands up.
Oh.
And I will mark this guy as those two icons for surrender. As he says, I give, just don't feed me to the owls.
All right.
Oh, they like human flesh.
Please
Oh,
don't.
God. Edwin's gonna look over to these guys and say, if you don't surrender, we're gonna do the same to you, you jabronis. And we'll hit a vicious mockery. I'm trying to be in character. Vicious mockery. Oop, ignore the plus 12. So this guy makes a wisdom save. 13. He goes, I'm not a pfft, and blood shoots out of his ears and he crumples to the ground with a clank. He had 3 HP.
Oh.
Beauty.
Insulted him to death.
Damn.
Edwin's gonna come over and hide behind Brickus because that seems smart, and she'll get a healing word on herself. Let's go level 2 for 10 healing. Alrighty, and then Brickus, it is you.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for her, I am gonna run up to this guy. Just go, duff break, my friend. Look, day was not yours, I'm afraid. Just start whacking on him.
Dirty wizard lover. What does that look like?
Yeah. At this point, just too tired. Just poke him through the head, like, yeah, whatever. All right, that's my turn.
Just 2
I'd
times
like-
right through the eyes.
I think that's turn 7 for me, right? I think I lost
Sounds
count.
like it.
That sounds
Nobody
about
else
right.
is concentrating, so I don't have a good measure for
I'm
you
on turn
anymore.
5 of my haste.
I feel like
You
it's
got
turn
hasted
7
slightly
for me.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's turn 7 for me. So
You
now
spent a
that's
couple
over.
turns
Turn 8's next.
being grabbed and put on the ground. Police
I
brutality
started at
style.
I started at 8, I believe.
Yes, at the start of this.
So
We're
yeah,
almost
I
done
think
anyway. It doesn't matter. But
Right, well, what I'm saying is you didn't immediately get Black Razor to cast haste on you at the fight. Brick has immediately raged.
no, he
Um,
said he was at turn 4 at the end of last session. It's been 3 rounds, so he's at turn 7. Because I went from 8 to 5.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
that's-
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're all
if
saying the
it's-
same thing. It's fine.
if that's you. This guy. Things are happening for this guy. As he is now. Let's say. Let's use that icon for that. Eddard, Mr. the Broken.
I will attack the guy on my right.
Alrighty. Alrighty. 25 definitely hits. For 17, which will bloody but not kill. He does not look like he could take another one of those. He cannot parry a 20. What does that look like?
A quick hack and slash once more as Eddard turns. I think there's like 3 bodies stacked there. As
Only the 2. I think the 3 is over on the other side.
as Eddard turns around, just covered in this guy's friend's blood.
And then
And,
force field refills again.
And, yeah,
There is fucking how do you pronounce it? Adjulant? Adjulant? Adulation, but to describing never mind. There's very happy dark cackling resonating in your mind that's getting louder and louder with each death.
Adulation would be correct.
and
Adulation,
Eddard,
yeah.
Eddard's gonna point. I've been waiting for this. You and me. And do his third attack.
Now that I've killed all your friends, let's have a fair one-on-one fight.
I am gonna use my once per session.
Do it. 29 definitely hits. Cleaves into this man for 20. That will more than bloody him.
I want
You
to
could
see
take
you
another
run.
one of those, but just barely.
I'm gonna say I want to see you run, and that'll be it.
Why don't you give me an intimidation check?
Do I get advantage for killing like 9 of his friends?
40 people? Yeah, sure.
17.
Let's see. He doesn't immediately run, but you hear a clanking sound and you realize that his knees are beginning to shake. Faced with you.
That'll be me.
You don't scare me. Cyrus.
I'll look
Man has surrendered.
I'll look at him and say, "Call your boss. Get him back here. Tell him you won."
He looks down the road and says, "He's gone, man. He's gone."
You anti-magic assholes always have some way of talking to each other over long distances. Find a sending stone.
A what?
You give him your iPhone.
I can't.
Lay on the ground and do nothing.
He will begin. He can't do anything right now, but he starts to like go face down. Do you have different orders for the owls before your turn ends?
I guess.
Hunt down the running man.
I assume they can fly faster than he can run.
Yeah, I'll tell them to. I'll say these two over here, Bill and Phil. Bill and Phil. I assume Eddard wants to kill that guy, but if things get dicey, they'll, wait for you. the rest of them, the other 6, I'm gonna say go after the scribe, and I'll
Okay.
project a picture of what he looks like in their minds, and they'll take off the last way I saw him. That's what I did. The intelligence check was to see if I could
Oh, if you
remember that
remember.
guy. So I
I
got
like
a
that.
nat 20, so I'm gonna say I did, and
Like
they'll
that. I'm a
take
big fan.
off
I
sprinting
don't think that's how
after
checks
that guy.
work.
And so they can move 60 feet. So they can move 120 feet in a round if they dash.
Okay.
So they'll head after him south.
Okay. Do you need help moving? Oh, is that is that? Do you want to do any actions or anything else on your turn before we progress? Then.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Bill and Phil stay. Everybody else goes 120 feet. You said. Oh, oops.
Oh shit! I think they moved 30. They were there.
Sorry, I tried to grab them to help, and I ended up fucking you.
No worries. They were all in a line, so they're good.
Well, that's Bill you grabbed right there.
Was that Bill? My bad.
This one was Bill. No, you're fine.
Bill,
This one
Jill,
wasn't you
Bill.
before.
Okay, and that's 120 feet for each of them?
Yes.
As they start flying? Okay.
And then what the heck? I'll give you flanking, buddy.
I already have advantage.
Al just wants to watch. Al was too lazy to start flying after him.
They were told to help you, so they're your cheering section.
Alrighty. Then we'll go to this guy. He will attempt to make good on his "I'm not scared of you" pledge. As the giant owls attack. He said, just me and you, right? Oh wow, a 21 and a 24.
Both hit.
Okay. 12 on the first, 9 on the second. This guy has always done big damage the whole game while he's been hitting. 21 total damage. Does that get through your force field? I can't see the red bar anymore.
20.
Well, 20's fucked up.
That's not. Oh, that is 21. No, I just got 52. Every time I kill one of these guys, I recharge.
I forget every time. He's not super jizzy jazzed about the situation. Not run yet. He's just above bloodied. Or just below bloodied, I mean. Erlong, you can only see one active combatant. Barely, on the other side of the spikes, partially covered by owl feathers and Eddard's horrifying visage.
We will jump on our broom again.
Okay.
So we can get that tasty 50-foot fly.
Mm-hmm.
We scooch up just above the barrier and start to rain down some frosty beams at his face.
Okay. Call
Frosty
that like
beams.
15 foot. 23 is definitely gonna hit on a frosty beam. For 13, cold, cementing his bloodied status as his feet freeze to the ground and he gets slowed.
Ta-da! That is me.
This is what a duel is for you. Fayetta.
Barry just like flies over to the guy as her and like just like looks at him like, wait, you're actually surrendering?
He's got he's already kneeling on the ground with his hands up and he looks up at you and just nods frantically. If you fly down, you can fly down to maximum 15 feet.
Yeah, it was like
Up,
looks at it
with
like
your sword feet.
I think you're like the first guy who actually thought of that.
Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah.
Basically talking to him. Yeah, he'll like as you're getting over, he like goes down on his belly and puts his hands over his head, and he like kind of turns so he can talk like the spit kind of knocking snow out of the way. He just says, "Look, I got a family to get back to. My little sister needs me. Come on, man."
No, I got you.
Edwin will come over and a bit more brutally kind of put her foot on his back and level her her short sword that you enhanced at the back of his head and says, "Yeah, don't even think about moving. You've still got 10 fingers."
Eh, he is literally shot in the spine.
Eh, who needs a spine? I'm feeling the
That-
Edwin roleplay this week.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
feeling
true.
it.
I applaud you. It's very true. It's very true.
Very on point.
Brickus.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down, kind of shoot a glare over at this guy, and then I'm gonna check up his captain here, pick up his fancy sword, and see if there's anything else on him that seems important.
Okay. So you move down as the vines and flowers grow, but as you start to search rather than attacking, even as they're wrapping around him, they start to wither and die, cracking
Mhm.
in the cold
Yep.
as your rage is going to come to an end. Why don't you give
That's
me an
correct.
investigation check?
Ooh, well, I suppose.
You can very easily pick up his sword.
That's a 2. That's a
Oof.
2 on investigation.
He was I mean, you have to I don't know if anybody saw, but I moved one of the dead bodies off of him, so you have to throw another corpse off of him, and he was missing an arm, and you pick up an arm and it's actually not his arm as you're like looking at it, and you like drop it to the
Oh,
side.
fuck.
You can't see like what's in his pockets or anymore. He's stained red with blood. But you are holding the sword and it does feel magical.
Does it feel like a +1 sword that doesn't require attunement, or does it feel like it would require attunement?
You are not a type of you can't tell that just by holding it.
No, but if it's not a weapon that doesn't require attunement, I mean, I'm essentially saying, does this seem like a magic item that doesn't requires attunement or not? Or would I not know that just by looking at it?
I don't think you know that. I know that the you can innately tell whether or not something is magical by touching it. There's like an innate sense that most players can, or most characters can, just feel. But determining anything more than that is gonna be.
All right, I'll take a look at it later.
Something. Yeah.
I'll take a look at it later. And if I cannot, then by all means say no. But if you'll allow me, I'd like to throw my pair of manacles at Edelwyn to lock this guy down.
Okay. Yeah. Feel free to. I'll say you start reaching in your bag to get that.
You're right.
Okay. So, for flavor, since you can't technically see, you feel through your owls that the quarry that you have sent them after has mounted a horse that was picketed some distance away and is galloping as fast as he can away, with the horse dashing its speed, bringing him to a total of 220 feet away.
Well, that complicates things.
Did he take a turn to go ahead and get animal handling?
Last turn he mounted the horse. He went from 95 to 100 feet distant, so I didn't move him any
I mean,
further than
they'll
that.
still continue after. They might be able to catch up. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
How fast are they dashing?
They go 120 feet around.
Which is the same speed as the riding horse.
Oh, so they're never gonna catch him.
Until he gets off the horse.
Until he gets off the horse. or an hour goes by and the owls dissipate. I'll have to
Yeah,
figure
but
out how I want to resolve that. That'd be interesting.
He wouldn't know that the owls are necessarily chasing him.
No, well, yeah, I guess they are still what 260 feet behind him, so he doesn't necessarily see them yet. But
He does know 6 people just ran up on their platoon and presumably murdered them. Although
magic fuckos. Yeah. Eddard, this guy did not break and run. The difference between your intimidation, his wisdom wasn't enough to cause him to do that. He's a particularly brutal individual, but he does look about an inch from pissing himself. A 30 is definitely gonna hit. Eddard, what does that look like?
So, Eddard notices that he didn't run, and he readies his blade as the cosmic etching of the sword almost shifts and changes as Black Razor has been nothing but fed this evening. And he gives a fell swipe, slicing 5-6 inches into the guy's collar before he lets go of the blade. And Eddard brings up his foot to kick the dude onto his back, in which he places a knee on the guy's chest and very angrily exclaims, "What do you know of honor? I've witnessed you kill that child," and just begins wailing his fists against this guy's face again and again, thundering with each punch in this blind rage as this crackling radiance begins to surround this now broken but once very prominent paladin, as for a moment a dull, jagged halo looking more like a crown of spires forms, having now lost its light, and these white nubbed wings that were once torn, etched with these red stains of crimson on his back, as he begins to just pummel this guy into an unrecognizable.
And the whole while you just hear a crowing of yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. I think as we move forward, is there anything else that people want to keep doing in turn order? Because I want to try and resolve the giant owls thing, and I think I have a way to do that.
Okay.
I'm good on my end. Just gonna
Okay.
manacle that man.
Absolutely.
Come back over to chat with him.
Okay, I will. Then in that case, remove everybody else from the turn order. Do you mind if I move the owls?
Go right ahead. I was gonna zoom out and move them myself, but that's totally fine if you want to move them.
I'm gonna. So if this one goes 35 feet, it has 85 more feet to move, and all of the other owls are in line with it. So this one is now 85 feet off of the map. So you've commanded them to hunt this dude down
And bring him back.
and bring him back.
So
Is the important
I
thing.
figure there are 6 of them. That's 6 chances to grab him
Yeah.
and pick him up. And I figure he's a dude. Like, yes, he's on a horse, but
He's just
these are giant owls, so mechanically they'd have advantage since they're a size larger on the grapple check to pick him up.
Okay, so the road is not 100% straight that you're following, right? But
Right, but they can.
the owls can, as the crow flies, is the phrase. So
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
right. So you all watch as the owls disappear over the horizon, and in between the trees, the flapping growing distant. And it's several minutes before anything else happens. I'll say it takes 56 rounds for them to catch up. So that is
The spell's good for an hour, so that's 600 rounds.
336 seconds. So after almost 6 minutes, they catch up to him on the horse. Slowly gaining ground, a few, like 10 feet around, slowly gaining on him. Covering that 140 foot distance. To answer your question, Fayetta, also, he doesn't get fed when Edder doesn't kill something with it, but there is a certain adulation in death that it feels. And I'll say, let's have this guy roll 4 contested acrobatics to dodge. Or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cyrus, why don't you give me 6? Oh, okay. On the second one, yeah, on the second and third. So he's grabbed by 2 or 3 owls almost immediately and picked up. And the owls are probably smart enough that they would fly high enough that he, like, just for ease of getting back over the trees, again, as the crow flies, it's easier for them to fly higher. So he's not going to be trying to get out every single round.
For an animal, they're very intelligent. They have an 8 intelligence.
Yeah. So.
Which is a standard person. So
okay.
I said for an animal.
Yeah. Okay. So, alright, so they get him. You don't know that yet. While this is happening, you guys have at least 10 minutes while you're waiting for the owls to get back. What is happening with this tied and now manacled man?
I would like to ask him, so where was your boss's tent? You can just point.
He will shakily point towards this tent, which you can see has a table, like a folding table and a chair in it, as well as a somewhat nice-looking chest.
The chest gonna explode if I open it?
He shakes his head.
Okay. Then I guess I'll go rummage through the shit and see what I can find in, you know, the commander tent. I'll let somebody who's more persuasive, like Edelwyn, do more talking, or Eddard, since they're both charisma characters.
Yeah. What do we want to know, guys? How's?
I do have a checkpoint here.
Huh?
Well, I don't know how much this guy is really gonna know. You want to repent your wicked ways and come work for us, right?
Wait, what?
I just want to go home, man.
I mean,
You're gonna kidnap a guy to work for you?
Should we conscript him to work on the boat?
No.
I'm not a sailor. I'm not good for nothing. Just let me go home. I'll never tell anybody about anything.
Hey, buddy, let me ask you, was there any particular reason for the checkpoint, or was it just a standard, let's just check this road?
Or were
guys
you
looking for anything
torturing
specific?
people for shits and giggles?
We're supposed to check for you know, disturbers of the peace, people with powerful magic moving through the area.
You see, my friend here takes very much offense at torturing innocent people, and I'll point at Eddard.
who's covered in like chunks of visceral flesh, stained red.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm just like, you better repent or say something to make him not murder you.
Good luck.
Look, I never did nothing to nobody. It's just a job for me.
Where do you hold your captive?
We send him back to the capital. That's why there's so many of us. We need to be able to send at least 4 per person back with the horses. Like
Where?
100. Let's see.
Gotta go
Like-
to a different page.
Like 250 feet down the road. They're picking it off on the side so that they would be in danger in case of an attack, but still, reachable. That's where, the fucking geezer ran
How many men?
with the horses. Just 2.
How many men should we expect to kill?
What? I'm
Two.
sorry,
Well, I
I don't
guess-
understand.
I guess, wouldn't it be 5 with this guy?
God, he starts crying.
Like,
You said your prisoners are to the south.
No, the horses.
Where are the prisoners?
the capital.
He'll glance in the direction of the back opened carriage, missing the horses and the few dead figures that you saw, Eddard, and the young wizard-looking person. Today was kind of slow. That's why there were so many of us here. As you guys are talking, there's a high, piercing scream in the distance, and as you guys look, you can see about 500 feet away, flying over the tops of the trees, are 4 owls, one each holding a leg or arm, with 2 others swooping above and below as they draw closer.
Oh, they got the glass.
My friends are back.
Oh, that's convenient.
And it looks like their hunt was successful.
I will. He's been manacled, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's face down on the ground. Or he's on his belly, head turned to the side.
Burkus, can you release him?
Take the manacles off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shrug and take off the manacles.
I'm gonna drop 10 gold in the dirt, lose the armor, go home, find a different profession.
Maybe we tell him to go north instead of south. Not that he runs to the city and tells them we're coming.
I don't live in Windholm.
Inside.
I just work there. Please.
May I insight as well?
Absolutely. He's telling the truth. Or you believe that he is. Oop. Oh, we lost Rain.
All right. How about this for compromise? Start going an hour north, and then when you reach an hour, you can backtrack to wherever you live. That seem fair?
Okay, can I... He makes kind of an abortive gesture towards one of the tents. My supplies?
Yeah, let's do that.
It should be fine.
Okay, he continues divesting himself of armor. It takes about 10 minutes.
Meanwhile,
In that time, the shrieking man is carried back to above you, Cyrus, by the many, many owls.
you could just drop him from about 10 feet.
Crunch. Oh God! Oh, my hand! Oh,
Now
my
you
writing hand!
you rudely ran off, and my friends went and brought you back. I wouldn't run off again. They won't be so nice next time.
Let's put him right there. He's
I'm
like,
just gonna stay by, put a hand on his shoulder, like, hey, buddy, why don't we come have a little chat?
yeah, he leverages himself up into a sitting position and then stops as you put a big furry hand on his shoulder. The old man just kind of like looks up at you and
Slav
then looks
squat
down
next
at the
to him.
ground.
Do the Slav squat.
It's that meme of the leopard putting a paw on the gazelle, being like, "You realize how fucked you are right now?"
Edwin like picks up and is examining the armor that he's wearing, kind of dispassionately throws it back into the pile.
Does Wizard Man still have the tablet on him? The magical tablet?
He's not holding it anymore.
I can't imagine why.
It was not. It was not a tablet either. It was a like a scroll.
It's scroll.
Yeah.
I'd like to search him to see if it's on his body.
Sure. Give me an investigation to pat him down.
Five.
You don't find anything in the pockets of his tunic or underneath his admittedly fairly like, as far as chainmail goes, it's fairly light chainmail.
More like a chain shirt, or
Yeah.
Dusty.
now why were you torturing those folks?
Protocol. Information from any disturbers of the peace. Just following the just rule of law.
He had to just kind of like clean up. Sorry.
Oh, was there any particular reason why you had a checkpoint here, or was this just decide to have a checkpoint here for no reason?
It's the main road. We're far enough away from Windhome that any attack should be able to be dealt with, and we could still ride to town in just over a day. Or just
There
over
wasn't a
day.
checkpoint when we were heading north, though, right? When we first left
You-
the city.
You did not stay on the road long enough to reach this point. You diverted from the road to head into the mountains first, so you don't know.
All right then. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Why should we
You know, in
keep you
hindsight,
alive?
I'm an innocent man.
Well, no, you're working
Ruthless
for these
murderers.
people that literally torture folks, and you're complicit in that because I'm assuming since you're in charge here, you fucking authorized it and said, "Yeah, go ye forth and torture." That makes you a torturer.
I am a servant of the law. Whether or not you believe that is for you. My life holds little value for anyone else but me. I know that. But I've tried to make something of it. And he's
May I-
not
May I
like,
incite his responses?
sure. What exactly are you trying to like?
I guess do I think he's being genuine and like he feels that he was just following orders, or is he just making up some bullshit because he really enjoyed the torture and he's like fanatically committed to the cause and is
Sure.
just telling us what we want to hear,
Sure, yeah,
so that
please.
we might not murder him.
I mean, he's definitely trying to sound reasonable. As far as you know, with a 24, he does believe what he is saying, or at least wants to. You don't detect any like joy from him when you mention the torturing or anything like that. But he does seem indifferent to it. Like, because it's a law, he doesn't seem to like. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Like how you.
So he's a Confederate in the South being totally cool with slavery because it's the current law.
More or less, I guess that's a good. Like, I don't make the rules, but this is my
Right, but I'm
country,
just
and
enforcing the rules that are
Yeah.
established. Right. Okay.
Yeah. I would say less Confederate soldier and more Nazi soldier. If that
Got
if
it.
that distinction makes sense.
No,
Like,
yeah, like that's definitely Nazi vibes was definitely the vibes I was getting. I just because this setting doesn't have Nazis,
Or do they?
or do they?
Oh, dun dun dun.
At this point, the now divested knight is kind of shivering in his Under Armour. Is gonna stand up, give Adeline a side eye as she kind of points and waggles her short sword at him, glance at Feyada and Erlong, and take the wide route around the owls.
I look at
one of the
Phil
tent.
and I say, "Follow him."
Okay, and one of the owls like flies above him as he makes his way over. You see him pick up a somewhat full like knapsack, not a full backpack. It just has the one strap, and he goes to grab what looks like a wrapped pack of rations. You see that there's a spear next to where those are, and he definitely looks at it as you guys are like watching him and passes over it to grab a wineskin. Looks at it as if he was gonna put it in the bag, unstoppers it, takes a hefty swig, stoppers it, and puts it in the bag, and then turns around to walk back out. And he says, "I'm free to go north then. An hour, you said."
An hour north, then you can go home.
I
And we'll know if you didn't do the full hour because we got birds watching you. I point to whoever was assigned to watch him. They're very smart birds, I'm told.
He will look down at the ground, nod his head, and immediately, he doesn't like quite run, but it's less than a jog, almost a power walk, of very determined, like, I want to get away from here, as he and the owl, move away together.
The owl will eventually dissipate, but
Yeah.
he
Or
doesn't
did
know
it?
that.
Mm-mm.
Maybe y'all just turned invisible. It was spawned out of nothing.
Magic owl, yeah. I take it from your
buddy. Oh no, sorry. Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
I take it from your treatment of younger men that you're not in it for the sake of blood.
Well,
Do
we
I
kind of
have-
got our fill of that, and I'll point at.
I mean, yeah, you could look around at our handiwork after you hightailed it out of here. I motioned to the road.
Yes.
You really shouldn't be worried about others right now.
Hey, buddy, where was that magic scroll you had? That fancy scroll of magic that y'all so vehemently hate.
He will sigh and reach into his pants and pull
damn it.
up a slightly flattened piece of paper and kind of he hasn't like looked up to meet your gazes this whole time.
Right. I will take it and pass it over to Arlong for him to inspect.
I will.
Brigus reaches 15 feet over to hand it to Erlong without moving. Terrifying.
Good. I mean, if it was
Almost.
an attack, if I was attacking Arlong, I could set up the paper. No, I'm not. I'm just holding it out for Arlong to come over and grab it.
Okay.
I come check it out as it slaps me in the face from 15 feet away.
Shit, sorry.
I was like,
Not bad.
This is. I need to relax those arms. Just because, you know. And then I will inspect said paper. Is it magical? Can I roll an arcana on this?
Did you prestidigitate so that you could clean it from being in his pants?
Yes.
Yeah, you can absolutely identify. Or did you say an Arcana roll? I
Yeah,
apologize.
I don't have identify.
He doesn't have identify.
Got it.
Vega didn't have any scroll.
You open it and begin looking it over. You can see that it has normal like glyphs in common, but as you move it around slightly, you can see that the text begins to change. It, as you point it at Brickus, you can see that it begins to list essentially like it's essentially a detect magic cast into a paper form that also you can tell it seems to rank the power level of some to some degree with a number of stars. As you pointed at Brickus, 5 stars appear at the top, and it says very dangerous, multiple schools of magic used, possible wizard.
So
As you
What's the
pointed at
power level
Cyrus,
say on the scroll?
as you pointed at Cyrus, it does the same thing. As you pointed at Fayetta, it moves down almost immediately to 3 stars. And as you realize that Cyrus, Brickus, and Eddard all have 5 stars, most likely due to the items that you most recently acquired. Everybody else is in the 2 to 3 star range. And all of you, because you all have at least one magical item, are listed as possible magicians by the scroll.
What's the magic detector?
Well, that's convenient.
I think I'll go test this out.
Hey, should hold on to that.
I'm gonna go fly over towards this wagon where the unfortunate demise of said magical man has happened and see if I can't spot anything using this paper.
It doesn't react to the corpse. It just says no magic detected, and where the stars are is just like a blank section.
I point into the wagon.
The wagon is pretty empty, raided and smashed open. At this point, I would like to resolve Cyrus wanting to search the tent that was pointed out. I know you wanted to do that
please.
earlier, but you walked back to say something to the guy.
Oh, and also give me whatever keys you have.
Yeah, he'll produce a ring of keys. It only has 3 keys on it. 2 are very clearly like house or door keys, and then 1 is like a more skeleton key shape.
Okay, I'll take that and go to the tent and open the trunk. If it's locked, I'll try one of the keys on it.
It is locked as you attempt the keys. The skeleton key is clearly the one that works. As you open it, you can see that it is filled with several different bags, possibly pouches of money. And as you start investigating them, you see that while most of them contain copper or silver, there is a bag that is full of gold as well.
I will put those in my pack and note to count them later because this is group haul. So. Add to my sheet to how many bags total?
Let's say there are 6 bags.
And they're all just filled with money?
No, they also seem to have as you like start to dig through them, you see that they have a few other things in them as well.
Okay.
You see a broken key, you see a rolled up piece of paper, a sealed letter, a flask of some kind, a empty tankard, and a journal.
Anything that might be magical with a 10 Arcana?
As you start touching it around, nothing jumps out at you as magical.
Okay. Well, bags of stuff.
Feta, can you what is the like tone of that question when you say it?
Yeah, it's like completely. It's like a curious statement, like serious question. Okay, how is your entire country not dead?
I don't take your meaning. We're a proud nation. We've been at war for many years against Faerun and protected our borders from heinous magic users the entire time.
Yes, yes, I hear that, but everything is magical. Everything gets stronger with magic. Even just growing, even just the process of getting stronger itself is magical. You hating magic like this is stupid. It is backwards.
To one from the Fey realm, you may think that, but we have been just fine, trusting in only the old magic of the land for all our lives.
Right. The old magic. So, you trust in magic, but this new, fangled other magic you don't trust, even though they could also just be the same fucking magic. Points over to Cyrus. He's a druid.
Point of order. Druic. Now.
Like a druid and a cleric combined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like your little fancy
Fluid.
notepad pointed at him as a possible magician. I don't use any magic. I just have some equipment to go ahead and keep me alive.
You really can't understand, after what you just did to a bunch of law-abiding guards, why we wouldn't like your kind here. You really
Well, you
don't
tried to take our
understand.
stuff and torture us. What'd you think we were gonna do?
No one
We
tried
literally
to
caught
torture
you-
you.
We literally caught you torturing some
The
guy.
lawful questioning of a heretic in our land who refused to abide by our laws is just punishment, not torture.
You
Alright,
really believe that, don't you? Wow, you're
real
fucked.
quick, I don't mean to get in the middle of this very serious debate, but before we keep on dilly-dallying, Mr. Man, are you expecting reinforcements anytime soon? Any folks coming on here to check on you all?
We're a self-sustained regiment. We have supplies to last us at least through the end of the week.
Well, I guess for one person, bless you, much longer than that, I reckon.
Come Jorn Day, they will be sending a squad to reinforce and allow those who have accrued time off to... Dan, are those Girl Scout cookies, you motherfucker? I'd recognize that chocolate striping anywhere.
Hard
sorry.
right turn there, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Totally lost. That's a...
You're not you when Girl Scout cookies come to the equation. Alright, well, good news is I turned everyone else. That means we can probably, if we stay off the roads, probably get to the city without anyone being the wiser of what the fuck just happened here.
We need to also like clean up the bodies, so you know, shit like what was it called? The corpse.
Make
stone?
him do it. Sure, he's got a shovel. Dig a mass grave.
I'm not opposed to the punishment. I am kind of wondering if folks do come down the road and see a bunch of bodies and one old guy digging a bunch of graves, that might lead to some questions. Don't suppose your owls work like pigs and are kind of hungry, are they?
For the first time, he looks up, terror and horror on his face as he looks at Brickus as you're saying that to Cyrus, slightly turned away from him, and then he flashes back down to remain as subservient looking as he can.
I mean, I look at the owls and be like, y'all hungry? Go nuts. Eat up. Only eat this guy if you finish everything over there for right now.
As animated spectral beasts, they do not have stomachs that require feeding on food on this
Or,
planet.
I guess, other request, can you just go dump them in a random pattern and just go pick up said bodies and dump them for us, please?
Yeah, just off the road, into the woods.
Into the woods.
Just bomb the landscape with random bodies.
Okay.
Imagine you're strolling through the woods
You
and a bunch
guys
of bodies
are
start being peppered around you.
officially the bad guys in this scenario. I am no longer on your side as heroes.
I have no idea what's going on. I just look up and I see owls flying away with bodies. I'm like, what the fuck?
It is like,
I never said I was a hero. I'm just trying not to get caught.
Fade is like looks over and like that's kind of fucked up.
I mean, look, we're trying to cover our tracks. A lot of dead bodies on the ground are gonna have a lot of questions asked, and I'm not sure that's any worse than the already aforementioned murder of this many people.
There is
mean,
also gonna still be, sorry, just as a point of order, there is still gonna be quite a bit of blood and trampled earth. There is lightning seared fortifications, as well as where the wall of light appeared. There are burn marks in the earth and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I feel like that'd be much of a slower concern than if they just saw a bunch of dead soldiers.
For sure. Bunch of missing soldiers does prompt more of an investigation.
Turn this shit into Roanoke.
It is like I was getting all ready to bury them.
That's a lot of bodies to bury. We could be here a while.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how deep you want to, like, the time it would take to
Yours
dig
frozen.
a hole. The ground is frozen. Dig a hole. Like, we don't have, augers and stuff like that to... Yeah, that would be prohibitively long. I would just rather have the owls just drop their bodies randomly in the forest. Stuck in a tree, whatever.
Erlong, you find, with your investigation, a hidden compartment. Unfortunately, it has already been raided. So what you find are several smashed potion bottles that have run out. However, one of them, though the top has been broken, is still, I'll say, full enough to get a use out of. It's a greenish blue color. You're able to pick it up and transfer it. This is, with a sip, as you're careful not to cut your lip, this is a potion of thunder resistance. I'm going to say you guys are half an hour into questioning and doing stuff in terms of keeping track of the owls.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Not to rush us, but we should probably get going sooner rather than not before someone else comes down the road.
That's fair. What do we want to do with him? I mean, the owls could
kill him, obviously.
Grab him and fly really high, and then poof, I stop concentrating. And
no, let me do it.
I mean, Edelwin, if you want to murder him, go right ahead. I won't stop you.
Do you worship a god?
Hey, I give my reverence in my own way.
Well, Hopefully one of them picks you up. And then it'll stand and you'll move on.
Wait, what?
Wait, whose body's blowing up? Sarah?
We just see a fucking mushroom cloud in the distance.
On the kid?
Though, I mean, he's dead
On the-
already, so...
Wait, what?
You're doing a.
Can we just hear
I'm
an
not gonna do it.
explosion?
Erlong, this is a work in progress spell. I need a check, intelligence. This is 15 plus the level of the spell, I believe is what we were doing. So a DC 18 intelligence check.
I never knew the DC, so...
Do we hear that?
Yes, as it goes off successfully. There is a you are all close enough to hear Erlong say something in the language of magic and power. Make a gesture with the staff, and there is a. You know that kind of like water sloshing sound when somebody's drank a lot of water and they like jump up and down. It's like that, but a little bit louder, and it's just loud enough that you all kind of turn, and then there is a. Like a loud popping, snapping sound, and then you watch as snow falls from the trees around this area and hear bone and flesh embed itself in the backside of this wagon over here as this person explodes,
Alright.
necrotizing the snow and earth in an area.
I'm gonna grab my trident, because surely he's using the spell slot to defend himself. So I run over and look around, going, "The fuck was that? Where are they?"
I figured it was optimal timing since you were busy over there.
Optimal. I just look over. Don't see any soldiers or armor. Just see a half blown up body. Is there the whole body
Oh,
blown up,
The
or is it
whole
like?
body is gone.
Gone.
It's viscera.
Yeah.
Arlon, what the fuck?
Listen, that way it cleans up faster. It doesn't take longer to take care.
At least with the other, when we threw the bodies in the forest, at least the woods and the animals are gonna feed on those bodies, give them some nutrients. You just made a blood pool off a dead body. That didn't do nothing.
Yeah, bugs eat stuff.
We're in the middle of winter. What bugs are there?
You're a bit surprised. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And
I'm not worried. I'm
Don't have to
not
worry.
worried. I'm just disturbed.
It's famous.
That
walk
that
over.
seems like much.
Well,
That seems like much.
I guess
Yeah,
we
probably-
still have to decide: do we want to kill the old guy or just?
Oh, I thought Eder stabbed him. Did he
No.
not?
Eddard said he
No.
walked
Oh.
away.
Oh, I thought he said he stabbed him and
Edelwyn
then
was
walked away.
thinking about stabbing him.
Edelwyn has been, yeah, you guys have noticed that Edelwyn has been a little bit bloodthirsty recently.
That's probably
Edelwyn, is
fine.
that rapier got you like doing stuff again?
No, don't worry about it. I got rid of the rapier.
That's
Okay.
true.
That's true.
Well, up to you guys. We can give him the same treatment we gave the other guy.
I kind of
him-
don't want to, like, that person was a grunt. This person is in charge. He punched the ticket. He takes the ride.
All right. Well, you want to kill him? Go kill him then.
Okay. Birds, do the honors, please.
Oh no, Cyrus, let me, please.
Yeah, not her.
Oh, okay.
Man. If I only had a little bit more time.
You all watch as she walks back over to him, kneels down, and says something quietly into his ear before taking 2 steps back. And you watch as His
my God.
eyes roll back into his head, and he begins to scream before clawing at his own face, falling down on the ground, and bleeding out from his self-inflicted wounds.
That's some intense sweet nothings in his ear.
I really feel like we're not doing the magic community any favors with all these over gratuitous killings with magic.
They deserve
They
it.
don't call me the Bloody Jester for nothing, guys. Where did you think I got the name?
I
This
mean,
guy,
it's one thing to stab a guy; it's another thing to make him cry his own blood.
this guy kind of
Exactly.
deserved that, if you're asking me.
I'm just like, honestly, I thought you were gonna just practice knock knock jokes until he died over.
Oh, maybe next time. Still
Anybody
getting
got
off the
a
road?
torch?
Ye-
We
yeah.
can burn this place to the ground. I mean, I do, but I don't have any fire spells aside from heat metal, which
I do have a torch.
I believe if you have a torch, your pack should also contain a flint and steel.
yeah, no, I definitely have the necessary equipment, so I'll light a torch or a couple torches and toss one in like this tent and one in this tent, and then also
Okay.
the yeah,
All right.
and I'll have the birds like toss his body in the tent so it gets a little charred.
For sure.
Crispy.
Oh, hey, I forgot that I added the tents to this map, so I can get rid of them.
Wow.
Hey now.
You're doing good at it.
Why did you do that?
Wow.
What?
Why did you blow that body up?
You think he really want people looking for his family?
I think I could have texted somebody.
Okay.
His body could have been revived.
I don't think we had the supplies or the ability to do that, sir.
No, but your new friends did.
Oh, there it is.
I'm not sure our new friends would be amicable to resurrecting a wizard. They're kind of on the home team in this country.
Not really. They use the magic. But I'll keep that in mind for next time. I apologize.
Oh, I didn't necessarily want to burn the wagon. We might. Can we use that?
We don't have
Apologies.
horses.
We
I
have
can
a
become
Unless
a
you want to
horse.
summon some horses. Do you want to summon horses?
I can literally become a horse. And
The
then
horses
we have,
were like
Right.
230 feet to the south, weren't they?
yeah. Well, so here's my thought. I can become a horse. You can summon a horse. The two of us can pull the wagon. You know, until we get to real horses, then I can, become not a horse and we can.
I mean,
for
if you
long-
guys don't mind staying on the road, so we'll definitely meet people standing on the road. And for the last thing they see going south after running into this, they might have questions.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get off of the road, at least for the rest of the way back to the city.
Oh, okay.
How, I'm just if we pass people going south and they're going north, and then they reach this,
All right.
we're the
Well,
last things.
if y'all want to mount up on brooms, Brickus, I can turn into an eagle and you can ride me.
Kind of what. I'm gonna see if I could just like. Can you use Druidcraft to like grow up a sign?
You're assuming I have Druidcraft.
No, I do.
Oh.
What do you mean grow up a sign?
It's like place a small sign here and say checkpoint closed.
Like a wooden sign? Druidcraft does not create like a Minecraft sign, no.
Nah.
You could take your short sword and like carve in the snow, but again, like this whole area is like trampled and put down, so I guess I'm not sure what you mean. by a
They'll
sound.
get the message in that there's no one here to do a checkpoint.
Yeah.
Like I'm
How
open to
far
the
are
idea.
we
I just
from the city?
don't really.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've been using stuff to grow in a different game, so my brain is like try to grow something to go ahead and make a little sign for it. So that's my bad.
no, you're fine. Following the road, you're about 38 miles. You would have reached it by the end of the day. Yes, tomorrow. If you had continued to follow the road, maybe it'll take an extra half day if you get off of the road now and take a slightly longer way around.
And if we do the flying trip,
That'll definitely cut time off of the trek. I'll say you probably won't lose any time that way. You would still make it there tomorrow evening, maybe even tomorrow afternoon.
look the size of like I don't like the idea of flying, but if the just for the sake of not slowing you all down, I would allow it.
Well, Brickus, think of it this way: you're just riding a bird. You're not like riding a broom.
That's not
Only I'm the
the
bird
thing.
that you're riding.
The thing I'm riding isn't what concerns me. It's falling to my death is what concerns me.
I won't let you fall.
Or
Mm-hmm.
Worst case scenario, I
Mhm.
cast Feather Fall on you.
All right. Well, I guess you know what they say. You can't snow in a lemon until you climb up a molehill. So we gonna get going or what?
I think I heard that one before.
Let's.
Yeah, right.
Nope. Nope. Not a thing. Nobody says that, Brickus.
Says what?
Alonzo.
I didn't know you spoke Elvish.
We're good.
All right. Everybody who has brooms, so Eddard, Erlong, and Edwin mount up on brooms. Yes?
Yeah.
Feyetta, you can fly naturally. Cyrus, you become a giant eagle. And
Yeah, and I can be in an eagle form for 4 hours at a time.
okay. It is already early afternoon, so you probably don't have more than 4 hours of travel before the
That's
evening.
why I figured it would work for this point.
So let's do this. I will take you guys to the world map, unless there's anything else you want to do here.
No, I think we're done here. I think we've done enough.
How's Eddard doing? I know he questioned.
Looking at
Erlong just
Eddard
now.
like, oh.
There are eyes on the back of Arlong's head as we travel.
Oh, before we leave, does anyone need a magic refill?
Oh,
I'm all full up on
give me.
that. All right, Edwin first. Nope, sorry, Edwin. Arlong.
Hell yeah.
Anyone else want the last one?
I'll take
Aw,
it
mine
if
was so
you,
little.
if you have it. Still.
All right. I have one more. No, it's only a first level. Sorry.
Still, it's more good berries if folks are hungry. Like
Fair enough.
speaking with animals, or guiding bolt, or inflict wounds, or
Nate, may I, since I'm not the one I'm just riding on Cyrus' back, may I take a hour to short rest? Or no?
Is riding an eagle restful?
I mean, I'm not leading. The eagle is self-reliant. I'm just on its back.
So let me ask this then. For Brickus
Yes.
being probably 100 feet up, would
Mm.
he consider that be a restful experience, or is he locked in, holding as tight as he can
I
to
see your
be assured
point.
that he's
Okay.
not falling
I
off?
rescind. I see your point. I rescind
Hey,
the
listen
short
up, buddy.
rest request.
I think
He
I would
is not relaxed.
I would definitely give it to you if you had a saddle for the flying mount.
I do not believe we have saddles for flying mounts, so
Yeah.
that's
Well,
fine. I will rest when we get to camp.
Yeah, I want to explain the thought process is what I mean. I think
Yeah,
that
no, I get it,
that
100%.
would be the thing that would make the difference.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna say both because Brickus does not love heights and because you are having to hold on with your own strength of legs and arms, then I'm going to go with a no.
Totally valid.
Okay.
Should I
Um,
do loop-de-loops with Brickus attached to me?
Do not
Yes.
do loop de loops.
Yes. You should definitely do loop-de-loops.
Loop-de-loop.
That sounded like an Edelwin thought. Okay, which direction off of the road do you guys head?
I will puke on your back if you start doing loop de loops. I swear to God.
Probably more east.
Oh,
right?
actually, I am gonna take back what I said about you guys being able to go faster, because you can only go as fast as your slowest member, and Fayetta is not any faster than usual because she doesn't have anything to increase her speed.
Mm.
Somebody
probably
just
have to
keep
sit
her
on-
on a leash.
I probably just have to sit
I
on one
mean,
of the
yeah,
brooms.
yeah, if it's small enough to fit on one of the brooms without causing too much of a hassle, right?
Okay. So, whose broom are you trying to share?
Edowin's.
Yes, probably
Probably
Arlong.
Edowin's, because that's a lot of space.
Okay. So you head straight east for how many miles?
Uh,
Or straight west? Which
How-
I don't know.
I would say
I
go
guess we could go
closer to
east.
the coast, because then the terrain will probably be easier if we decided to go in on foot.
all right,
Okay.
so then like that direction, make for the coast, and then head south.
All right. So you are in early afternoon. So let's say you've moved 2/3 of your travel distance already. So 20 miles. Your new travel speed is 50 feet, which is the slowest speed, right? The brooms are slower than the eagle.
Yeah, I can go at 80.
So 50 equals 5 miles an hour. 5. All right, you guys are going to cover 13 miles before the evening. What direction do you set out in? Due east
I would
or southeast?
say west or east southeast. Yeah.
East, southeast.
Yeah,
13
southeast sounds
miles.
good.
Okay.
So we'd make it like there-ish.
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 Okay. Alrighty. What I will say, Brickus, is over the course of these last 2.5 hours of journeying, you have had this great sword clutched tightly in your hand. Have you been focusing
sweet.
on it? Have you been thinking about it?
Oh, I mean, once I got over the fear of like, all right, I'm not gonna fall because you can only be scared of something that long after hours of thing. I think after the first hour in, I'll start like examining the sword.
Okay. You get confident enough to hold on with your legs, and
Yeah.
I
Okay.
might do a little bit of bucking just to be like, oh,
Yeah. God. Sword of fucking journeyman. I will take us both down.
Okay. Then nearing the evening, when you do start looking for places to bed down and rest, you realize that this is a +1 weapon of warning.
Hey.
Oh. Just so it's fair, I like to be clear, like I'm not attuning to it. I'm just like trying to see if it does require attunement or not.
Right. You become aware of its ability at this point.
Okay, cool.
You're not
All
immediately
right.
attuned to it. You have to know that it's attuned.
Oh,
to begin it.
this is half of what my trident does. Okay, or not half, a portion of what my trident does. All right, good to know. Thank you.
No problem.
I will mark that off.
All right. Why doesn't somebody give me a check to find a good place to bed down to rest?
may I do so with advantage since Golden Eagle or
Sure.
Giant Eagle? I have keen sight on perception checks. Or would this be survival?
I was gonna say survival, but I think an eagle is a good would use its own perception to make this check, since you're not you right now.
Right, but since I'm wild shaped, I use my
Oh right.
my
Then I
modifier.
would say it's still gonna be a survival because it's fun. I'll still give you the advantage.
Okay, thank
No problem.
you. Yeah, not great.
All right. There are several clearings that you're able to see from the air. You decide on one and head down in that direction. And we're gonna go back to this lovely campsite map that I like. Let me refresh
This looks cozy.
Eddard so that his token is correct. With his beautiful
Right.
52 temp.
And once we land, I'll let everyone know what the greatsword is in case anyone wants an extra greatsword.
Great, so is what's for lunch?
Great for chopping veggies.
Arlong, you have tiny hut, don't you? So you can make shelter for us.
Never. Let me get that up there. Start ritual casting the teeny hut.
All right. Well, you let everybody know that they need to cluster around you. Do you immediately start doing that, or are you guys gonna like cook and eat and talk before that? Or are we gonna go right into resting?
I can just do that and then you can go in and out.
Okay. And you'll just stay in.
Yep. Set my bucket up.
The campfire's right there. You could probably do it while it's being done.
Pretty much envelops the campfire in there.
You could. It just takes up a lot of the internal space, which I don't think you would be able to then fit everybody else
This is true.
with a 10-foot diameter.
True.
Isn't it a 10-foot radius?
10-foot radius.
That's what I meant. But this is a 10-foot radius from
Yeah.
a point. So if you do that, you guys are kind of squeegeed up against the fire.
Yeah.
Squeegee!
I did not realize how fucking big the fire was.
We'll say that fits, though. It's a little
Good.
uncomfortable. You guys are, like, kind of laying sideways in a half moon around the fire so that your feet and heads aren't poking out. But while you guys start figuring out what, if anything, you want to do in the evening, I'm going to take a quick couple-minute break. I got to go use the bathroom desperately. Right back.
All right. Bye.
Long day.
Very long day.
Yeah. Killing 20-something people do that.
I didn't think about that.
Well, they had it come by.
I was doing good for a while there. It's been a while since I was wanted in town. I guess technically I'm still not wanted until they find out it was us, but
If they ever find out.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've got to find the bodies first, and the owls scattered them.
Even so, once we get back in the city, probably best we leave ASAP.
Yeah.
Does that mean you want to come with us, Brickus?
Oh, I mean,
Join
Arlong
the
offered me
crew?
Arlong offered me that position a while ago, and suffice to say, y'all do bring in a lot of money, so I'm not particularly opposed.
Oh, I forgot Arlong offered you a position.
Hey, that's fine. Also, offer to help me figure out the fuck's going on with me, so that's also nice incentive to stay.
Your magical eruptions are quite powerful.
Yeah. so very unpredictable and rarely controllable.
But it's just when you get very angry that it spews forth.
So far, the minor effects are what you've seen already. Sometimes they'll black out. Certain foods I can't eat, others I grow a taste for, but I mean they're still changing every day. So who knows what's gonna happen? It could be a week from now I might explode. Who the fuck knows? I don't.
Please, if you feel like you're going to explode, please step outside of the hut.
If I'm aware of my imminent explosion, I will try to keep that in mind. But that's my point. I don't know how this shit works. I don't know what's gonna keep happening to me. Only that things do keep happening.
Well, that's why we're here. You mentors sent you to us to help you.
I'm sorry, what? My mentor?
Another god. I've heard you praise the journeyman. You know, it's like his cousin.
Oh.
Nightmares have an afterlife.
Yeah. When I was growing up with my old tribe, worshiping the journeyman, which is kind of what you did, give thanks to the bounty of the land. Last few years I haven't done much of it, just traveling place to place, but always gave me some quiet comfort as I'll just kind of run my hand along the trident.
That weapon was quite impressive in your hands in the battle.
Hey, does the smoke of this fire leave the tiny hut, or are we all just
Hot
slowly
fuck.
dying
Oh
of
God.
smoke
The
inhalation?
smoke leaves the tiny.
Oh God. Oh no. I didn't even think about that.
Oh.
Ah! And that's how we died.
Smoke
We all died in
inhalation.
our sleep. We all died in our sleep for smoke inhalation.
Fucking
God.
tiny bubble pops, all the smoke leaves. It's just cooked fucking corpses of the entire crew.
Terrifying.
Alrighty. I return.
Welcome back.
Hello, y'all.
Just in time for Dan to step out.
Nice.
Perfect
there-
balance.
Is there anything that I need to know that's happening as you guys are set up your tiny hut and start to lay down and do stuff?
It was declared the
No,
smoke is
pretty-
leaving the tiny hut.
Yeah, we RP'd a bit and then discussed the semantics of if the tiny hut captures smoke or not. We determined it does not capture smoke.
Smoke is a friendly creature and can leave.
Things can still
I would say,
pass in and out. You can still fire arrows and other shit. It just stops spells.
yeah, creatures and objects can move out from inside. I would be more interested to look at the atmosphere is comfortable and dry, which does the fire even create smoke because it's inside of the dome? Does the dome count as an air purifier?
I mean, that's DM's
That's a good
discretion.
question.
I feel like that's the more rules is written interpretation of it.
A fire,
just off the
a
top of my
smokeless
head.
fire. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice with the alternative where there's just a patch of ground and then out above the patch of ground there's a trail of smoke coming from nowhere.
Yeah.
The ultra hidden tiny hut.
Hmm.
All right. So I assume we've had a chance to take a short rest during this time, right?
Yeah, that'll eat into your 8 hours of dome time, but yes.
Oh, I'm not.
If you guys are
If
short
it'll interrupt
resting
the.
previous to your long rest.
No, if it'll interrupt a long rest, then I won't.
It won't interrupt your long rest, it's just if you guys are doing that first, then.
I'd be packing
It's
in.
fine.
Erlong is tired. He's been spell slinging all day.
Okay. Erlong climbs into his bucket and is quickly asleep
With a
after
little,
casting this spell.
little hat sticking out the top.
What's everybody else doing? The wizard passes out. You guys eat your rations, right? Everybody mark down a ration.
Mm-hmm.
You have a jug, right? Alchemy jug to produce water for you. Or what? How are you meeting your water needs? Boiling snow.
Yeah, boiling snow.
Yeah, I don't have an alchemy jug. Bales did.
Okay.
Oh, I know what we were doing. Good berries. You get a good berry, and you get a good berry, and
Good
you get a
berry.
good berry.
Does Goodberry also count for water needs?
It is enough to
They're correct.
sustain a creature for a day.
It doesn't say food or water, it just says nourishment.
So Goodberry isn't meant to provide water. Nourishment provided by Goodberry is meant to be like food, not water. Yeah. So you do need to boil snow for your water, so you guys have some very cold snow water.
Drinking my
Let's
own
taste
supply.
That's fine. We can boil some snow. No big deal.
Okay. Eddard sitting, maybe not glaring, but looking at the bucket with the hat on top.
Yeah, and he'll eventually just conk out.
Okay.
I'll take a first watch.
You can wake
Okay.
me up for a watch. That's fine.
All right, I'll wake you up for a second.
Wake me up before you go.
I'll leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. It's a 23 to percept.
Give me 1 second. I'm just getting you guys XP for earlier.
Mm.
Why doesn't everybody take? I'll just round this up. Why doesn't everybody take an even 2,000 experience?
Delicious.
That was a series of events. I just got back.
We just got 2,000 XP from the last fight.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
All
we were
right.
barely level 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only leveled up like a little bit ago.
Yeah, we've got about 14,000 until level 10.
We got a ways to walk.
Okay.
Do I see anything with a 23 on the first watch?
On your first watch. One second, sorry. I am on the wrong tab.
Blinks won't come out until my watch, but I'm just preemptively getting it.
For sure. No, you do not see anything dangerous or untoward on your watch, Brickus. The snow is falling all around you in heavy sheets settling onto the dome, but it does not collect to the sides enough to obscure your vision, though it does stick in some places to the side of the dome. How do you
All
spend
right.
your 2 hours as everybody else dozes off?
Just kind of enjoying the quiet, taking out my pipe, and just relaxing by the fire as I'm looking out into the woods. Yeah, looking in one forward, but keep my ears pricked to see if I hear anything behind me or in the woods.
For sure.
And then assuming after 2 hours nothing happens, I will go wake up Cyrus.
Huh? What? Need sleep.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. You want to take a watch?
Oh, sure.
All right. Been pretty quiet. I'm not expecting much, but
Alright.
fingers crossed it stays that way.
If anything comes around, I'll run back into the bubble and I'll step out.
Whose
Not
owl
knowing
is that?
if. That's mine. That's Blink's.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Blinks isn't actually there until I use a wild shape charge to summon them. But I will, and I'll say, "Hello, friend. Uh, your companions aided us in battle, and if you could keep an eye out on us, I would greatly appreciate it." And then he'll fly, or Blinks will fly up into the tree, and together we will make a perception check.
Dope. You are more than able to keep watch. Nothing seems to be braving the snow, but you guys, especially closer to the coast, the wind is strong and biting outside of the dome, far colder than during the daytime. It is once again extreme cold as it drops, as the sun is below the horizon and no longer heating the world around you. Though the map doesn't show it, there are large drifts of snow that are beginning to form everywhere except right under the surrounding trees.
I will
That you?
take me and my blanket and go back in, and since Blinks is around for 4 hours, they
Mhm.
can take third watch, and I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
Okay. What do you tell Blinks to do in the case of danger?
uh, uh, let's see. I summon them outside of it, but our I assume our mental connection still works, so I just tell Blinks to scream in my head.
Does it go both ways, or is it only that you can reach out to Blinks? Because I was one thing I was
I
wondered
don't
about.
know.
Is it work on the Find Familiar spell?
Uh, yes, it is the equivalent of Find Familiar without material components.
Okay, so for Find Familiar, refresh my own brain. You can communicate. So I don't think that it can initiate mental contact with you, but you can command it to do whatever you want, like caw really loudly, fly in and grab your face in its wings or something.
Well, it can't get in the dome because I specifically summoned it outside because I couldn't remember how many things can be in the dome.
Oh, right.
So
9
it
medium
can't pass
creatures.
in. Okay, so I
Okay,
could have summoned it in, but I don't know how this spell works. It's not a druid
for
spell,
sure.
or a cleric spell. So I'll just tell Blinks to hoot really loud, and wake us up.
Okay. Why don't you give me another perception? This one from Blinks' sheet, still at advantage.
Okay, let me go grab Blinks' sheet. 16.
Okay. Good thing you rolled a 16 and not a 15. This way, Blinks sees it before it sees Blinks. Blinks hears a flapping of large leathery wings on the wind, just louder than the falling snow, and perceives a large monstrosity flying through the air. It has the vaguely humanoid face, the body of a lion, and the wings of some kind of bat-like creature. He can also see that it has a barbed and spiked tail that is almost
Oh
as big
shit,
as its own
it's a
head.
manticore.
As this thing is flying in, it will spot Blinks about 30 seconds after Blinks spots it. Blinks begins cawing very loudly.
Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Cyrus, you definitely wake up to this. I'll leave it to everybody else to decide if you guys wake up to it. But I believe Brickus, with your magical trident, are immediately awakened as soon as this thing is within a certain distance of you.
Within 30 feet.
Okay. So as it settles down onto the ground, you snap awake as the trident produces a atonal humming on the inside of your head.
Seeing the manticore, can I, before combat starts, use my as I'm stepping outside, cast polymorph on myself so I enter combat as a giant gorilla?
Sure, if you are going to step out, then we can absolutely do combat. I will say, as you're doing that, it is going to spy Blinks and fire a tail spike at your frantically flying around the dome owl. Does a natural 20 for a 25 hit Blinks?
Oh.
Yes.
Or Blinks.
Okay, what form do you choose for your polymorph as you step outside and cast, even as this thing growls and paws at the ground, expecting a body of an owl to be there?
A giant ape.
Okay, do you have a giant ape sheet currently?
I do not.
Okay, let me get you a giant ape.
Chunky
Fanta,
stick.
what is that from?
That was from the weapon of warning.
That's the
That
weapon
no
of
one
warning
is attuned to.
text.
Yeah.
Well, my trident is a weapon of warning.
Right.
So I was looking at that, I'm like, huh. That seems like it'll be useful. That seems like it means that everybody's awake for whenever it's whenever.
Oh, and your companions. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, once combat starts, everyone's awake and not
Okay.
surprised.
All right,
Out
you
of the
guys
bucket.
all. All right. Let me get a giant ape token
Oh,
in player journals. Cyrus Dan can be edited and controlled by Cyrus Dan. All right. There you go, buddy.
Yay.
You all step out and see this massive creature. As it roars, as it sees you, will roll into initiative while I get some kind of fighting music going.
I roll it off of the ape's initiative, correct?
Yeah, because
Let's
that's
go
the
with
ape
yes.
stacks.
Yes, let's go with that.
I start having that for.
I'll say for fun and flavor, Edwin's gonna roll over and be like, 5 more minutes.
Yeah, you stay asleep, Will. We got it.
Rickus, Editor, Long, Fayetta, Giant Ape, Manticore. Who are we missing? Oh, no one. The Giant Ape is instead of Cyrus. Duh.
Do you
Okay.
want me to roll Cyrus and just change it, or?
It doesn't matter. This is not gonna go long enough for it to matter. The Manticore sees you as you step out and bristles to attack, and then you grow 3 sizes to become a
That
huge
day.
giant ape. Yeah, Mr. the Grinch. It is going to bite and claw at you twice for a 22, 11, and 10.
The 22 hits.
All right, for 6 piercing as it sinks its teeth into the leg of the giant ape. It seems surprised when it doesn't really hurt it that much. Eddard, you are awakened by some kind of
I
humming.
maintained concentration.
Good stuff.
I don't think I have any javelins. I think they suck. That's me. I get up. I walk
Get up
over.
and walk over to this edge. Look
Yeah.
out. See an ape about to break this thing's back. Okay. Erlong, you wake up. You roll over. You look out of your bucket. It's a big monkey.
Desperately fumbling for anything like I can't do anything. Yeah, just fumble around and hold a dagger threateningly, but
Okay.
don't want to have to
Monkey.
pop the bubble.
It's fine, we got it.
I'm gonna make 2 fist attacks.
No way. An
18 and
18 and a 15 are both gonna hit. 4.
Non-magical bludgeoning damage,
Jesus.
so I don't know if it has resistances to that.
It does
but-
not. 42 damage will bloody this Manticore as you break one of its wings and several of its ribs with 2 double-handed hammer blows to this thing's back and side. With a giant ape, you hoot aggressively at it. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Monkey.
This is my favorite thing to do with the polymorph spell, like more than T-Rex. I love being the fucking giant ape.
Punching the shit out of him.
Punch out.
Breckus.
Alright, this might be overkill, but fuck it. I'm gonna go into a rage.
Nice.
And then I will use half my movement to stand up, and because of instinctive pounce, I can move 30 feet.
Okay.
Get here.
What raid are you? You raged inside of the dome. What is that? What rage effect
Yeah.
did you get?
Oh, that's right. I always yeah, I forgot. All right. Boop. A 3 is.
Oh, the flump.
Okay. It's a flump. Yeah,
Magical blow.
it's a flump.
Okay.
I'll put a magical flump like right to the north, like up here-ish.
Okay.
And then I will attack him twice with reckless attack.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
An 18 will
It's an
hit.
18 hit.
Yeah. For 19.
For
Damn,
19?
Jesus. Okay, it is barely alive. 30 is definitely gonna hit. What does that look like?
I like to imagine that the gorilla is like down enough that I can like run up his back foot, jump up, try it in the air, and just slam it down into this thing's head.
Hell yeah. You crush its skull with the weight of yourself and your trident, and then the flump explodes in a ball of force, and the monkey proceeds to bash this thing into further pieces. Congratulations. That Manticore did not fucking know what hit it.
Lost in my rage, I'm also just beating the shit out of this thing alongside Monkey.
Why?
Because he's
Sending a
angry.
message.
No, not you.
I
Why?
was trying to sleep. Oh wait. Oh. Okay.
That thing gives negligible HP or XP. You guys can all take an additional 100 XP.
Once I see what the monkey's doing, I kind of snap out of it and go back inside.
I become Cyrus again
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no.
and walk back inside.
It's only natural.
Did Edwin even get up?
No, she just
Nope.
said 5 more minutes and rolled back over.
Did I get pinned by her?
What?
No, when you said that I was also, I rolled in that once, so I thought I just got pinned by her because you said that.
Sure, if you want.
Been turned
Whatever the
into a
flavor
bear.
is.
Oh, that was a new thing. That was scary.
Ring, and I hold up the ring.
Oh. Very fancy.
Alright, let me get fucking rid of this fight music that's going on.
I eat 4 more good berries before they expire, and
They're very full.
Alrighty. You go back to sleep. Cyrus, does anyone else have trouble getting back to sleep? Eder, do you do anything other than just walk back over?
Nah, go back to bed.
I tuck in safe and sound in my bucket.
Alright.
I still grip the knife as I sleep.
Okay. Everybody heads back to sleep. We'll say there's about another hour left of third watch, which will come to an end. And since nobody is awake to wake somebody for fourth watch will begin and end. About 20 minutes before everybody is like finished with their long rest, the dome is going to pop, and a bevy of snow is going to fall on pretty much everybody, except for Long, who's in the bucket, giving a bit of a rude awakening. Not enough to affect your long rest or anything, but just enough to be like, God, that sucks every time. Feel
Maybe
free
next
to-
time we
let's
Make-
like get an hour of rest in before we pop the dome.
put the dome under a tree or something.
I can try it, but the tree interface.
I was
It's
saying, it
your
would be
all.
nice to not wake up. It's still falling on you.
You all get your long rest, and your HP is refilled. I will adjust Edwin's raised dead as morning arrives.
So we are making a
Oh.
trek back to.
Window.
Oh, sorry, misclick. I'm preparing that spell, not casting it.
No problem.
All right. Are we still trying to get to the coast first, or do we want to start heading south?
Probably still heading south.
I mean,
Or at
we
least
could just rejoin at the road right before Windhome. That way we're not flying into the city that hates magic people.
That's very
yeah,
true.
that seems like that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Same plan as yesterday afternoon. Me be a bird, or we want to walk.
Probably the birthday.
I don't mind walking. I'm good. We can do either way. I'm guessing flying would be quicker.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
and we can just kill anybody that sees us, so.
Well,
No issues there.
so proposition
Not
for you,
really
Rick,
to
is:
do that.
do you want to fly yourself, or do you want to ride me?
How would I fly myself?
I can turn you into a giant elf. Although, admittedly, not for a long time. Only an hour at a time.
I mean, I'm not sure how he like either option, but if your way of flying will last longer, that seems like it would be the smartest one.
Okay, I turn into a giant eagle. And then
Caw-caw.
take off as soon as Frickus mounts up.
I'll mount up.
Does anyone mind if I test one thing real quick before we leave?
Are you gonna blow up another body?
Wait. Edelwyn climbs onto her broom and flies 100 feet straight up into the air. Okay.
I respect it. Okay.
Is there?
What are you testing?
How many people want martinis? It's the fun little thing that makes a really nice drink.
I mean, sure. I guess.
Okay.
I would have, with Arlong wanting to do shenanigans, I would have waited until we were actually departing to Wild Shape.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody have any reaction to the experimentation for Erlong? Two people didn't say anything.
I mean,
I
it seems
don't need a
nicer than blowing up a body.
Victory drinks.
I mean, I'm not driving. I guess I'll take one.
6. Okay. Probably tried doing this twice today. I will attempt the magical martini spell.
Alrighty. This is a first level spell. Second level spell.
Second.
Alright, DC 17. Intelligence check, please.
Oh no. I'll use my whisper.
Oh,
Yeah!
the spell will work, but I think I'm still gonna make you roll a D100
Son of a bitch.
because you're still like that still represents some instability in the magic. What was that? A 66.
Yes. 66.
Who didn't move away from Erlong?
I did state for everyone to keep their hands clear.
Absolutely.
I mean, I probably wasn't staying next to him, but I probably wasn't making a movement to
I'm,
be significantly far away.
I'm holding Erlong's firstborn child in my hands.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So,
Oh,
I'm gonna say, Cyrus, Brickus, and Eddard are within 60 feet of Erlong
Oh
while
no.
this happens.
What the fuck is this spell?
Erlong, you conjure a martini in one in your hand, one in Brickus's hand, and one in front of Cyrus, perhaps attempting to cast one, give one to Cyrus as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that happens. Then immediately there is a crackle from your staff as a backlash of magic launches through you. The 4 creatures that are within 60 feet, or the 3 creatures that are within 60 feet of you and yourself, are immediately knocked prone. The people that just got a martini, please roll a dex save to see if you spill your martini.
would you say
Everyone
danger
save.
sense applies to this deck save?
No, it is an invisible force. An invisible magical force. It
Oh,
literally
that-
says invisible mysterious force.
That should have been normal, so 12.
I'll say a 12, you don't spill your drink, but a 7, Brickus, you get knocked ass over tea kettle and your martini spills. Eder just lands heavily on his butt with a clank of armor. But Arlong and Cyrus, you keep hold of your martinis.
I will pass this over to Brickus.
Oh, I was gonna hand Brickus.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good now. I'm gonna go wash this off.
Eder?
It's not very wise to drink while we're on the job.
This is true. But when will you find time?
When I'm not on the job.
Okay, fair. I start drinking my martini.
It's very dry.
Delicious. Okay, one more round.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Let's get going.
Do it, coward.
Okay.
No.
Keep some distance. I'm doing this.
I'm gonna get some distance now.
Okay.
We got this.
Eddard as well? Would you like distance?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Martina.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely moving away from Arlong.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
With only 2 people within 30 feet of you, you can conjure one for yourself and one for Eddard.
Another Martina. You're so good at this. No problem.
You can mark down a success for Magical Martini.
Multi-success.
I toss it over my shoulder.
The whole glass or just the...
A whole glass.
Vanishes.
It shatters against a tree,
Mm.
disappears into stardust.
Bling. See? Soft like cling.
Ready to go?
Yes!
Okay. Everybody mounts up. Is there anything else I need to know?
Don't think so.
I think we're good.
Alrighty.
Just make sure that major
As the sun has begun to rise into the sky, so too do all 6 of you rise up, mounted on owls or brooms or riding side saddle on a broom, respectively. You all fly up into the air, high enough that you have to bundle yourself in cloaks and furs if you do not have magical protection from the cold. As you fly due south towards the road, somebody give me a perception check for travel. Whoever's
Hell yeah.
keeping watch.
I'll keep watch.
Alrighty.
Oh, never mind. Cyrus has got this on lock.
Alright, Mr. Eagle himself is going to be keeping a lookout for you all. Cyrus, with your natural 20, as you approach the road over the course of 4 hours, or actually about 3 hours, because it's 15 miles due south to the road, you are able to see the various travelers strung out upon it like beads on a necklace, and avoid them such that when you alight on the road, there is no one within eyeshot of you turning back, and all of you dismounting your magical brooms and putting them away. Most of you store your brooms in bags of holding, yes? Or Long's bag of holding?
I would. Just for safety.
Yeah. I stole Edwin's bag of holding.
Did she? Okay.
She,
Oh,
she
right,
had
she
one.
did have one. She doesn't anymore. Right,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. It's not yet midday as you reach the road. And start your trek into the city proper.
Any chances it look like there's a similar checkpoint to the one we found at the actual city gates?
There were certainly guards that were posted at the gate that you walked out past.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone holding any fancy looking scrolls?
Let's find out. As you make your way to the city of Windhome, let's go to that map. As you are approaching the city, you can see that there is a bit of a queue outside of the gates, which, while open, have their portcullis about half lowered, which most of you would recognize as a state of readiness to be able to close the gate in times of danger. However, you don't see anyone holding a scroll that looks like the one that you acquired, nor do you see anyone who's not in standard Lifeless Yonder guard regalia. Though most of them, while in addition to having plate mail, carry heavy shields and spears. You could see maybe 10 knights standing at the gate, 5 on either side. Most of them leaning against the wall, but 2 seem to be inspecting people as they pass. You can see that the queue has formed because there's currently a wagon that's being searched as it's going through the gate. Do you guys join the back of the queue? Under the light of the blue-green sky.
Sure, I suppose.
Mm.
Blue
Okay.
green sky.
Yes. The natural hue of this world's sky is a bluish green, almost turquoise color.
Neat.
It also almost never comes up, but there are 2 moons. One much smaller and
Oh.
spinning fast enough that you can actually watch it spin with your naked eye over the course of about 45 minutes.
Terrifying.
Yeah, just
Super cool.
okay.
Alright, yeah, if everyone else is queuing up, I guess I will as well.
Okay. Any special actions that you want to do? I'll say that Edwin will take out and do a little bit of disguising upon herself as she takes off her mask.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's
I'll
a
get out
session
my
inspiration for her.
my papers and ID that we established I had at the last checkpoint as just a
Mhm.
citizen around here.
Absolutely. Okay. As the minutes drag by, you see that the search of the wagon up ahead turns up nothing, and the queue begins to move much faster as regular people are just passing through. As you get closer and closer, you're starting to be able to hear the discussions or the questioning that's happening. Most people are asked the same 3 questions. Who are you? Why are you here? What is your duration of stay? You have a few minutes to prepare your answer as you approach. If there's anything you guys want to talk about before it is your 6 person's turn.
I mean, we're just heading back to our ship, which was docked here.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Just tell them that we're
Alrighty.
basically leaving. Grabbing supplies.
All right, as you guys approach, who is in the lead? Who is the person that's going to be like the first to be addressed by these 2 armed figures?
I would imagine Edelwin or Eddard is more of a party face kind of.
For sure.
I feel like Edwin's always in the front.
I feel like Edwin's always in the back.
Well, in the back when they're marching around the wilds, but with people. She's the first eager to fuck with people.
Okay. Adaway, as you're all walking up, the guards say, "Who are all of you?" And she'll say, just some travelers in the area. We had some business outside the city. What's your purpose visiting the city, then? We're returning to our ship. It's docked at the docks.
Mm-hmm.
Docked at the docks.
The
Imagine
hopper.
that. Whatever you say, Frogman.
Oh. Give him a thumbs up.
Duration of stay in the city?
Just long enough to get on our ship and get underway.
No longer than the evening, then. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They will look you up and down and roll insight. You guys are all pretty much telling the truth, but I will have Edwin still roll deception, because she did say that you guys are travelers, not just like adventurers. And I accidentally whispered that, but that's a 31.
Glorious.
Oh,
So she is more than able to flash some pearly whites, and with her newly regained soft-spoken voice, grant you all entry to the city as they wave you through. Breakers, they don't even ask to see your papers.
that's fine. I put them away.
Papers.
Hell yeah. As you walk into the city, you are in the north end of the Stone Quarter. It is late afternoon. The sun is still high in the sky, but is on its way down and beginning to cast longer and longer shadows through the houses. So, do we need to get food or supplies or anything? Should we just go right for the ship?
Well, how well stocked is your ship?
Not very.
Not at all.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
Then we
really.
probably need supplies.
probably gonna talk to like any people near the docks or anything. Just load it up.
Yeah, where would we go and get like supplies for the ship and that kind of thing, like water barrels and?
I'd imagine there's a dock master or something. Buy stuff from.
Oh shit! You know what? Oh damn it!
On Scheiße.
I accidentally got rid of the thing that I had created for the bags of money that Cyrus had gotten. So now I need to remake that.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, I was gonna ask about that when we got to the ship.
All right. I unfortunately don't have on hand the mundane items that you found. I know that there was a letter, a journal, and another piece of paper, but I don't remember what else I described that was amongst
I
those
believe
things.
the other thing you said was a potion. And then.
The potion was the thing that Erlong found.
Oh, okay. I thought there was also a potion in one of the bags. But yeah, letter, journal, and then the bags of money.
Yes. This would be the total
Bags of
money
money.
that you found in the bags of money.
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
that goes to the party fund.
All right. This is the loot hoard. Feel free to add that on there. Okay. So, where would you guys like to head first?
Having lived in the city for a bit, would I happen to know where they can restock for ship voyage?
Absolutely. The Avenue of Valor is definitely a place to purchase supplies for adventurers or travelers, but there are also warehouses that sell more wholesale goods. You could buy entire crates of rations or barrels of water that they would be able to load on your ship for you. There, it would be a little bit pricier. Like the opposite of Costco, sort of. Like still big boxes, but a little bit pricier because you're buying right from the
Bulk.
warehouse.
I will relay that.
Okay. But do that also, especially after the insight of these things. I should get some new clothes. Sharp purchase.
Then maybe we go back to the area where we met Brickus, head over to the Avenue of Valor.
Yeah, short trip. To get a new outfit, and much as it dismays me, I'm not being able to display my college proudly anymore.
Mmm.
It'd be a whole new frog. I mean, you can still display your knowledge proudly, just not when we run into your buddies.
I get a dwarf ghillie suit where I look like a short bearded man. But it's a fantasy suit, so I stick out even worse.
I'm gonna look for like a farmer's market, somewhere where they might be peddling animals.
Look for, or are you gonna ask Brickus, who has? Well, actually, you've probably also been to this city before, Edward. I would imagine, at least once or twice on job.
Sure.
You would know that the Gray Quarter is probably the best place to find cheap animals of that type. While pets aren't like a super common thing, this is one of the biggest cities on the continent, or in the country. So if anywhere you're looking, the middle class housing districts would have smaller animals like birds or ferrets or frogs, things of that nature, messenger pigeons, where the Avenue of Valor would have things more like horses or hounds.
Or sheep. Looking for sheep or goats.
Sheep. You could find yeah, that would also be in the Gray Quarter. Yeah, that would definitely be in the Gray Quarter, like farming supplies and things of that nature.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay. Okay. Eddard splits off to head to the Grey Quarter by himself. Everybody else heads to the Avenue of Valor. You're able to find pretty much everything you need at the market prices of the usual of the player's handbook. What things are you guys looking for? Let's resolve the 5 of you first, and then we'll go talk about buying sheep.
I guess we'll want to get the food and water covered first.
For sure.
Pretty much.
How many days are we traveling to the next town?
If everything goes exactly as planned, to sail from Windhome to the small mining town that you were able to find out about, that's about 400 miles. So, 5.5 days, call it 6 days.
All right. Well, the town we're going to probably doesn't have a lot in food stockpiles, so maybe we overbuy just so we have food when we leave as well.
I think that's the best idea.
Let me add
Okay,
a ship's hold. Do you have a thing for the ship's hold already? Hold on. Let me look at the Brigandine.
I don't think we do.
You do not. So let me add a handout for the ship's hold. Who's going to be in charge of this?
I might as well, since I'm going to be responsible.
Okay.
Responsible.
1 ship's hold handout done.
Okay.
Your Brigandine can hold up to let's say 3/4 ton of supplies.
Would 10 gallons of water do us for
Each person needs a gallon of water a day. Small or medium creatures.
Okay. Well, we don't need to go bananas with that because I have access to that spell.
Okay, so you could just buy some empty barrels and fill them each day.
Yes.
Okay. A barrel is 2 gold. How many are you gonna buy?
How much water does a barrel hold?
A barrel holds 40 gallons.
Jeez.
probably
Okay,
8.
so
8?
yeah, I can
Okay.
just fill them all at the start of our journey, and then, you know,
Okay.
it's the first level spell to do that. So.
Okay.
And
Please mark
8
down.
empty barrels to the tab.
Yes.
And are we just deducting from the group fund for this stuff?
Makes sense for me, or to me.
I would deduct for mine.
Okay. For as long as paying for it out of pocket.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So 16 gold for 8 barrels. An empty barrel weighs 10 pounds. A full barrel weighs 70 pounds. And they are happy to deliver them to your ship for you.
Oh,
That would be
That way you
wonderful.
don't have to
Yeah.
carry them.
All
that'd be
right.
fantastic.
Now the
Okay.
food. Which I guess also isn't super pressing as our druid can make food for us, but it would be nice to have some on hand.
Yeah, if we're healthy fresh, like Alex can do.
Yeah, I mean, I can, you know, I've got good berry, so.
All right. So how much backup rations would you like to purchase?
How many do they come in crates or barrelfuls?
You are not purchasing them in bulk because you guys went to the Avenue of Valor rather than the docks.
Oh, so we're just essentially restocking our own rations then. Kind of.
Or you can purchase a lot here for the thing. Is the way I'm sort of doing it.
Okay. How much roughly would like a thing of? I guess what would the pricing be for? I don't know, splitting food between 6 people for a day.
That would be 3 gold. If a ration is 5 silver, so for 6 of you each day, that would be 3 gold a day worth of rations. So, however much.
So we are treating it like buying rations.
Yes.
Okay. Then then we can just buy. I don't know, just rations then.
Okay.
I'll buy 10 rations for myself, just to keep myself stocked up.
Okay.
Probably spend 30 gold on rations to have it delivered to the hopper.
Okay. So 60 rations.
Yes. Just
Okay.
as emergency backup.
All right. A ration weighs 2 pounds a piece, so that would be 120 pounds worth of rations. I'll buy some for Edwin. I'll buy 10 as well. So 5 gold. Okay. Is anyone else buying rations for themselves?
Doesn't sound like it.
Okay. What other normal equipment or gear would you guys like to purchase while you're in the Avenue of Valor? It is
Is there
leaning towards evening.
anything else
Point.
party-wide that we need, or was it essentially just food and water, and then anything else is whatever we gotta do ourselves?
Well, I'll get my fine clothes because I would probably cover myself. Oh, fine clothing is 5 gold.
For clothing, what common, fine, travelers, cold weather?
15 gold for fine, so I'd spend another 30 gold on 2 different outfits to make myself look more normal civilian.
Okay.
And also ones that could definitely survive my superior wetness.
Soup. Sure.
My super self.
Once he's done, could I find a blacksmith?
I would actually
Absolutely.
join you for that.
Alright. I have this silvered warhammer that got melted a bit by the oozes. I don't expect it to resell at full price, but I'm wondering how much I can get for it. If because it is still silvered, it's just damaged by the ooze.
For sure. A silvered weapon is worth 100 gold more than the normal type. You can
Right.
resell used equipment for half of its cost, so half of 115 is without any check of any kind, you could sell it for 57 gold.
Alright. I'll sell it for 57 gold.
Alrighty.
And I would ask if they could melt down some metal and turn it into a rod for me. Just a simple rod.
Like, made of what? What kind of
I have the
material?
material. I have electrum.
They say yes, but it'll take some time. They have some orders queued up if you want to get a thing made, because it is towards the evening. More expensive. Like the work itself would cost like 2 gold for them to just smelt something, but they don't have like there are other things that are ahead of you in the queue. If you're specifically trying to get an electrum rod made.
How do I get to the front of the queue?
I mean, most places will let you jump the queue if you pay them a shit ton of money. You could try that.
How much gold you gonna throw in on top of this electrum?
Like 200.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah, that usually does it.
Fucking, I was gonna say like 20. Jesus Christ.
It's better than it did. I will hand over the 50 gold's worth of electrum and then 200 on top, so that will be done today.
Mechanically, what are you looking for here with this? Is this to be an arcane focus for you? Because
this is specifically for a personal spell of mine.
Okay. Oh, it requires a material component of an electrum rod. Let me tab back over out of the thing. Reactive mage. What the fuck is this? A willing creature who isn't wearing armor and a protective magical force surrounds it until the spell ends. Spell ends.
Yeah, it shocks them.
Oh, interesting.
That's a 5th level spell?
I mean, it's pretty good.
I mean,
work in progress.
Yeah, sure. You and I can talk about that one. All right, yeah. They'll let you jump the queue. It'll take an hour to do so.
Okay.
Before we forget, I still, not in earshot of people, like, I still got the head of that Bluto Sands Pike guy. They want him alive. I can try to see if it's worth something to them since we got it.
Worth an ask.
Yeah. All right. Could I go to, because I was a bounty hunter and kind of did that line of work, can I go to the offices where you would hand and acquire bounties and see if I can get anything for this head?
Absolutely. You're in the right area of the city to do so.
All right, wherever I know those offices to be, I will seek them out and explain, well, I understand the reward is for him alive. Unfortunately, we could not secure his safety. How much could I get for this guy's head?
Why don't you give me a persuasion check at a number that Brickus would ask for?
What was the original price? 10,000?
I believe so. That sounds correct. It was 10 or like 15,000. It was quite a bit.
Hold on, I might have it written down. 10,000 gold.
Yep.
Considering there was no bounty for him dead, so the chance I'm assuming it's going to be reduced significantly. I'm gonna aim for 2K.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
An advantage. 16.
They'll offer you 700. Normally we wouldn't
1,000.
take it at all, but
Yeah, but this was a
900.
bad guy.
He was wanted for questioning, it says here. Connection with some other criminals, apparently, that he worked with at the massacre.
All right, fine. 900.
900 gold. You can leave the head right there.
Plop the head down. Go pleasure doing business. Walk out.
You see a heavy-set guy with some gloves on come out, and he has a large metal pike that he will slam the head down and hammer it onto the spike, and then walk in the direction of one of the city's walls.
Oh my god.
I wait to him. Hey, Steve. Another day, another dollar, right?
Never gets easier, Brick.
I mean, it's not my place to say. I know you're the master playing them, but I feel like he would look really good on the left gate. I don't know why. Feel like it's got a good look over there.
Yeah, it's mostly skulls over there right now, so.
We're actually liven up the place. Yeah, put some fresh
Sure.
face over there.
Deaden it up, and he like wiggles it in such a way that the mouth flaps up and down.
Christ.
Never change, Steve. Never change. Just leave. I will once I find everyone, I will give them their share of the gold, which is 150 gold, and split that out between us.
All right, I will add 150 gold to Edelwin's sheet. You'll catch up with Eddard slightly later, but Eddard, make sure you do take that now. You'll still get it mechanically.
Man, I'm gonna miss Steve. He's a good guy.
Okay. Anything else? The Avenue of Valor.
I doubt I would have.
They don't buy magic items here, right? That seems like it'd be against their deal to have and buy magic items.
The more powerful it is, the more like hush hush it is.
All
If that
right.
makes
I think at this, yeah, no, I think at this point I don't want to draw any undue attention, so I will just hold that off for now.
Okay.
Ready to go when you guys are.
I doubt it, but I would look around to see if there's any like CD corner shops that might be selling things that they may not like here.
Like,
Should I
Like
give him
magical
advantage
inks.
with the roll for knowing the area?
magical ink specifically is almost only ever used by wizards.
I know.
So this will be a pretty hard thing to find. I'll say you have a 1 out of 10 chance to find something because of Brickus's help. He's able to point you towards a place that might in the back rooms have something like that. But even then you would have to convince this person that you're not a not gonna rat on them, if that makes sense. So why don't you tell me high or low and roll me a d20.
High.
You have a 10% chance. Okay, we're looking for a 19 or a 20 on the die. Give me a d20.
Oof.
Never mind.
That is...
You should have said
I'm
no!
walking the opposite direction entirely.
Yeah.
Never find it.
You don't see anything that even remotely looks like it would be a place, so you don't even run the risk of asking anybody.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
That's me. Oh.
All right. If that's all for you guys, then we will, as you start heading towards your ship, back the way you came, we'll go to Eddard. Eddard, you've made your way into the Gray Quarter. Most people here wear common clothes, but aren't tattered beyond repair. Most people's wear in this area have shoes and seem to have a profession that they keep up. And you do spy an area closer to the south end that has some large pens. You can see a handful of cows, a singular bull, and a large pen full of maybe a dozen sheep, which
Uh,
attracts your attention.
yeah, I'm looking to buy like 5 sheep and enough feed to feed them for a week.
Okay. A sheep is going to run you about the same as a donkey, which is 8 gold a head. So 5 sheep would be 40 gold. And feed for 5 sheep for 5 days total is uh would be about feed is super cheap. Feed is 5 copper, so 1 gold, 3 silver for for 125 units of feed. The thing is, the feed weighs quite a bit, so that's 100 and that's 10 pounds each.
I only need feed for 4 sheep if I really think about it.
4 sheep for 5 days. That's that would be 40. Wait, math. Yes, 40, which is 10 pounds each. That's 400 pounds of feed.
Okay, let's get 200 pounds of feed.
200 pounds of feed and 4 sheep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 5 sheep, 200 pounds of feed.
5 sheep, 40 gold for the 5 sheep. And then 200 pounds of feed is 20, so 5 copper times 20 is 100 copper or 1 gold. So 41 gold total.
Boop, boop. Paid in full in gold.
Okay. Do you want the feed added to your character sheet, or do you want that delivered to the ship?
Deliver it to the ship.
Excellent. Erlong, can you add 200 pounds of feed to the ship? Or however you want to break it up. Or 20 units of 10 pounds of feed. Whatever's easier for you to track. They ask how you would like your sheep, Eddard.
Alive.
What I mean is, how are you going to shepherd them? Are you trained in sheep maneuvering? Would you like them
No.
hobbled, for example?
Somebody bring them to the ship.
Okay. Okay. 5 sheep. All right, I have created and added the sheep token for all of you. Bada bing. Sheep. Could you murder this thing? It's so cute.
You damn right.
5 sheep. Yeah, I bet. Blew up that kid's body. Okay. You get your sheep and you start heading back towards the ship. Is there anything else that you would like to do, Eddard?
That's it.
Alrighty. As you guys are making your way through the stone quarter, you see that Eddard is leading 5 sheep, hobbled and being shepherded by a local-looking farmer in the direction of your brigandine. All of you take note that your ship is still there and seems relatively unharmed. But there's also a familiar-looking vessel at the end of the docks. A large, 4-masted ship that you remember seeing in Riftheim.
Stinky.
No one appears to be aboard as you are making your way to the brigandine in early evening.
What are we all looking at? I was looking in a direction that I'm looking at, recognizing the show.
It's that concerning. But that ship is probably going to be a problem. Hopefully there's nobody around.
We could always steal it.
I must guarantee there's somebody out there watching it now.
We could always kill everyone and steal it.
Can you kill something that's already undead?
Yes.
I guess we've done it a lot.
If not, we can bury a really deep hole and put boulders on it.
Yeah, that one was funny.
That was pretty cool. I mean, while the sun's out, why don't we just get on our boat and leave, you know?
Why don't we get on their boat and leave?
I think we should get on our boat and leave. And then they're probably.
She just kind of, Adeline just kind of points at the sheep with you and the farmer that's kind of just looking on as you're talking about murder.
We're travelers. I'll slip him an extra gold. Be quiet.
Yeah, man, whatever you say. You said this one's yours. I'll just go and put these bad boys up on there and get out of your hair.
Thank you.
Very quickly leads as fast as you can lead some hobbled, tied together sheep through a somewhat crowded dock.
Pretty sure attacking a docked vessel in the city is the exact opposite of discreet if we are trying to get out of here without a hassle.
That would kind of be the best way to get a really big bounty placed on our heads.
Mm.
We'll give it 3 days, and I'm pretty sure we'll have a pretty big bounty on our heads, anyways.
Oh,
Mm.
they don't
It's
know
gonna
we did
tell?
what we did.
Uh, uh, I think they might know.
The only person there's one guy that's left. They could describe us, but they didn't know our names or anything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but how many walking, talking, spellcasting frogs exist?
These unfortunately true.
I mean, he's not the only one, right?
That
Like-
travel with a bugbear.
And a masked figure, and a paladin, and a snake man, and a
And a
fairy.
fairy.
Yeah, we kind of stick out like a corpse in the street.
Maybe we put enough of the fear of God into that one guy that he won't tell anyone what happened.
People don't really keep secrets that long.
Mm.
All I'm saying is that just because there may already be a bounty here doesn't mean we have to help the matter along by putting another bounty on our head.
Yeah, but their boat's bigger.
Yeah, which means it's gonna need a bigger crew to sail it.
And they're also pretty sure vampire scum.
Right. So what's gonna hurt the vampires more? Attacking this ship or finding out where they live and attacking them there? Wasn't that the whole point of getting these weapons? So you can hit them where they live?
Effectively hitting them where they live, yeah.
Yeah, but bigger boat.
Yeah. Again, bigger boat, more shit that you need a bigger crew to manage.
I don't know. I've played Sea of Thieves. You only need 4 people.
Yeah, that's nope.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we had a gamer in our group too.
Mm.
Yeah. If anybody, does anyone have water vehicle proficiencies?
Cyrus, I
That's
think, is
about
the
it.
only one.
Cyrus, with your water vehicle proficiencies, you would be more than able to weigh in on this discussion. A 4-masted ship like that usually goes by the the galleon class, which needs about 20 to 35 people to crew it, in addition to a captain.
Yeah, I would let them know for our merry band, it's not really feasible to have that large of a ship. If we did anything, we should sink it somehow. But
Oh shit! Let's do that.
how we
Put a
would do
hole.
that, though, I don't know.
Put a hole in the bottom of it.
I mean,
Get on
okay,
board. Put a hole in
so
it. Get off board.
theoretically, let's say I were to summon a bunch of sea creatures.
We are goblins. We are
To go
actual
over.
goblins at this point.
And
I would just like to point out that 2 sessions ago, you guys were mad that Erlog joined a rebel organization. Since then, you have
Yeah.
done this.
I'm
joined
not
the-
talking
Continue.
about this plan. They're the one that wants to sink the ship.
We're
I'm just-
counter terrorists. There's a difference.
We're from CS:GO.
I assume we were trying to lead the city. Now we're talking about sinking a ship, thus making it harder to lead the city.
yeah, I mean, I would just say let's just get the fuck out and put some distance between us.
Now,
'cause
if a whale fucking showed up and bit a hole in the bottom of the ship, that's a different story.
Look,
Whales,
I don't
whales
think
can't
I
bite
can-
holes in anything.
Yeah,
Bailey, they don't
I
have
My-
can't.
Killer whales.
my
man.
trident is also a trident of fish command. How about we go out to sea? If we meet any whales, I'll send them in the direction of the ship and be like, hey, there's a ship over there full of assholes. Go sink it if you'd be so kind. And then maybe they'll just do the job for us.
Oh,
You
wait.
gotta
Yeah,
get those
a killer
killer
whale
whales.
is beyond my conjuration abilities,
What about
and not
sharks?
something I can turn into.
I don't think a shark is gonna make a dent in that unless it's a big shark.
No, not sink it. The rudder.
I don't know.
Just disable it.
What if we just steal their sails?
I'm just impressed if you got on there. Took the sails off of every single mast. And somehow got back with hundreds of pounds of sail.
I took melatonin. Leave me alone.
Hey, here's an idea. Most of you can fly. How about we leave the port? Some of you get on your fancy flying brooms, throw some Molotov cocktails at the sails, and then fly back to the ship.
How about that? That sounds good.
Yeah? Alright.
All right,
we
as you
have
guys,
alcohol?
I'm in a pack of
as
reef
you-
sharks, but
as,
I like
as
to see
you
some-
guys board your brigandine with your ship,
Yes.
and discuss plans to firebomb the the ship that you recognize, I'm going to say that's where we're going to end today's session. We'll figure out and resolve whatever that is going to be next time.
I like the shark plan. Shark plan and set their sails on fire. Cut out his tongue and then shoot his tongue as well. Oh god.
Yeah, I can act as Aquaman. I can jump into the ocean, find some big ass fish, and ask them to knock the ship down.
We fly overhead, drop one sheep on board. It dies. We fucking detonate the sheep.
Lord.
Alrighty.
Well, I'd rather we drop a dead sheep because I need these to feed my sword while we're sailing.
I mean, that works. Drop a dead sheep then. What's
That means
that?
you gotta kill
Just
the sheep
falling
now.
through the sky before it fully hits, just goes off like an IED on top of it. We're monsters. We are actual monsters, and I love it.
Hey, you gotta be a monster to fight monsters.
I need to put on Getting Away with Murder by Papa Roach on the fucking ambiance.
Hey, Nate, this says my weapon can speak with aquatic animals. What's the range on that?
Oh.
As of using this. Oh, so never mind. As using the speak with animals spell. So what's the range of speak with animal? That is
30 feet?
it's a range of self. So fuck.
Verbally
All right.
create. I mean, yeah, whatever you can talk with. So like, they have to be. You have to be able to see and talk to them. So like, if it's a fish, you probably have to jump in the water.
No, but that's it. It's not me talking. It's the trident. It says it can also speak with aquatic. Not I speak with aquatic animals.
What's
it
the
can
then?
Speak with aquatic animals.
It has a range on its telepathic speech, I believe.
It does not say. It has this weapon communicates telepathically with its wielder and can speak, read, and understand Aquan. It can also speak with aquatic animals, as if using a speak with animals spell, using telepathy to involve its wielder in the conversation.
It can hear and has dark vision out to a range of 120 feet. I'll say it's 120 feet.
Okay.
But it has to be able to see it with its dark vision.
So maybe if we're sailing away, I'll just stick my trident in the water and it'll try to reach out to any big fish within 120 feet to go tackle that ship over there.
But yeah, that is going to be where we end session. You guys are free to decide your plan. Feel free to chat in the Nexus about whatever you would like to do. I don't want to speak for what Adelwyn's personal preference is, but I assume that she would probably not want to get another city super angry at her.
Come
which
on.
that would, like, again, even flying and firebombing, there is a dock full of people that would see this.
It's true.
I'm sorry, quick tangent. Why is Shadowfax the Lord of Horses in our hold?
Because he's cool.
I
like
believe
that.
that's where you guys left him. Did Eddard bring
I don't
him
know who
on the
that
journey?
is. You have
No.
Shadowfax the Lord of Horses?
He was left with our other horses in Rift.
Oh.
From Lord of the Rings?
That's what he named him, yeah.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Alright.